Yeah, we
Yo,
live,
yo,
we
yo,
live, we live,
Yes.
y'all. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the kingdom.
Returning.
It's Nets Kingdom. Shout out Nets Nation. Shout out Nets International. Everybody worldwide. Philippines, Australia, London, UK, Nets World. I'm gonna do a quick couple shout outs in the comments. I see the comments going crazy. Okay. Shout out Christopher Miners, Andre1234, Get Fresh, Sav Young. Yo. What's good? Sean Marks. Brownie123, what's good? Daquan, yo, what's up? PS Savage, what's up? Nets Nation's in the building, what's good? Nets Nation. Al Mac, what's good? Al Mac, Marcelo 2005, yo. Who else is in here? Let's see what else is in here. GGIYT, what's good? Unknown Clips, what's up? What's up? The Fly Guy Squad, yo. Brooklyn in the house, what's good? What's good? Deed, what's good? Deed. KD's in the house. Kevin Durant, yes, sir. MTL 936. All right, y'all. So I got my Burrows here. I got Chubbs here. I got Saint here. And we have a special guest today. The president of Kyrie Nation is in the building. Julian is in the building. The president of Kyrie Nation.
Command the Mr. Legend.
Put the 11s in the chat right now. Everybody spam in the YouTube chat 11s. I want to see 11s in the chat right now. We got the president of Kyrie Nation in the building.
Julian is back. He's been MIA. He's been I don't know what he's been doing. Hopefully he'll give us a. He's been jet setting around the world. He's been in Bali. Who knows where he's been?
Yo, they spamming 11s in the chat right now for you, bro.
Yeah,
they spamming the 11s right now, bro. Kyrie, yeah. So let's go. Yeah, let's talk about. It's been a lot of Kyrie. There's so much Kyrie news. It's really nauseating. But we'll start with the first thing that we've seen this week. We'll start with the Nick Wright. So Nick Wright came out and said, Kyrie's agents. Oh my God, Kyrie's agents said that if Kyrie gets traded, he'll retire. He doesn't want to get traded. Then Kyrie go back and forth with Nick Wright on Twitter. Kyrie called him a puppet. He put the puppet.
I must say,
he put the puppet emoji. No, it was a puppet picture. He said he's a puppet, and then Nick Wright responded and was like, well, Kyrie, your agent's the one who told me. It's like, if you want to talk about getting traded, and then Kyrie continued just to say he's a puppet. And I want to make sure that people know that when Kyrie said he's a puppet, is Nick Wright is, well, if you guys know, Nick Wright is close to Bron's, what's it called? The agency, what's Bron's agency called, y'all?
Clutch. Clutch Sports.
Clutch. Yeah, Nick Wright's close with Clutch, right? And he's also close with Daryl Morey, so which is the Philly GM. So what Kyrie's kind of saying is that Nick Wright's a puppet to the system. He's basically saying that Nick Wright is trying to control the narrative, trying to stir things up in Nets Nation, trying to make things. You know how reporters get clickbait and they try to get views. I mean, that's their
job. Yeah, so, if y'all don't remember, that's what it was.
Oh yeah. This is what he put. He said there's a handful of Kyrie trades, and he put puppet. He's like, Kyrie's like, he's a puppet. So that's what he was saying. He's like, Nick Wright's a puppet to the system. Just trying to control the narrative so that the headlines are Kyrie's getting traded. You know what I'm saying?
And even around that same time, when he don't forget, Kyrie made that tweet where he was talking about, like, I took my mask off, take your mask off, like I'm showing you here, and then people even read into that and they took it to the whole. Pandemic land. Like, people didn't even understand it, and vice versa. Like,
and Kyrie later cleared that up. He said that he was talking about like, persona. He's not talking about no COVID stuff. He's just talking about like people put false images on every day and stuff like that. He wasn't talking about COVID. But you know how the media does. Media always hype things. So, and the same thing with Stephen A.
Exactly. To be honest, the media deserves this right now.
The cloud emoji. We need a cloud emoji, bro.
Dude, you know what's funny, Chubbs? Is I almost ordered like 4 or 5 of those button things. That were like,
you know what? From now on, whatever clown shit happened.
So what's y'all take on Kyrie? Well, a lot of people are talking about Kyrie and Ben Simmons. We all know it's not true. We all know this is all. Again, I'm not using Kyrie for clicks. This is Nets Kingdom. We just got to talk about it because it's trending and it's Nets talk. But we're not using Kyrie for clicks, by the way. But what do you guys take on the whole Kyrie, Ben Simmons Does it make sense? You know, all the YouTubers. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Does Ben Simmons would Ben Simmons help the Nets become a better team? You know, all the talk. What y'all doing with all that talk, man?
Listen,
but don't nobody want no Ben Simmons, bro.
Yeah,
Ben Simmons.
Julian, you need to take this.
Yeah, Julian, because I know people are saying Ben Simmons. What you call it? Ben Simmons. He makes a team better because he's a defense guy. But Chubbs was saying the other night. Chubbs was like, Ben Simmons is overpaid. Bruce Brown. You know what I'm saying? He's an expensive Bruce Brown. Exactly. Yeah, he can't shoot.
Who said that?
Minus the playmaking. Minus
the playmaking. He's expensive Bruce Brown minus the playmaking. Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Like,
if you
go ahead. Yeah, like it shows like just how much they dislike Kyrie.
Yeah.
Like for no reason. I mean, he does do some stuff, but like Nick is just he just give you like that clown energy, you know? Like always, he got this nose and he got this nasally voice, and you just, you know.
Yeah,
I don't expect nothing else from him. Talking about somebody, will he say somebody from your camp, or somebody said?
Yeah, he said Kyrie's agents or somebody from his camp was saying that.
Like I said, clown.
Yeah, because somebody from his agency is just gonna say that to him. Like,
like what I'm saying, like
they just gonna tell you, like what?
And to me, like I said. And people who try to argue the whole Kyrie and Ben Simmons thing, like Ben Simmons is not going to help. He's not going to help us. Like he's gonna do certain things. Of course, he's a star player and he's 6'11". But it's like, to me, we have our own version of Ben Simmons. Nick Claxton he's 6'11" and can guard 1 through 5 just like Ben Simmons can. You know, he might not be able to play make like Ben, but Ben can't shoot. So it's like,
think about that, bro. Yeah, because like think all about like it's like, listen, if you did add Ben Simmons to the Nets and you minus Kyrie, we would still be top dog good. And yes, you could do things with Ben Simmons, but getting rid of Kyrie for Ben Simmons like it does make you weaker. We could still go on and win it, but it by a landslide it makes you weaker adding Ben Simmons over Kyrie.
It hurts the spacing. It hurts the spacing.
And then on top of that, it's like we have a Seiko, we have Siku, we do have older, you know, obviously Paul Millsap, obviously Blake Griffin. Yes, they're older, but you just those four guys, Siku, Claxton, Millsap, and Blake. There's no need for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ben is a role player right now. Like that's just what it is. He's a role. Like
he's not.
There's no.
I'm sorry. Like your stock is low.
Sense.
Like you don't get to come over here to a championship team and ride the waves of like Katie and Harden and the team we have. Like, bro, you need to come back. You need to do your thing on your team.
Yeah.
Get you know, like you have a error that you need to correct. You couldn't score on your mismatch.
Remember, he passed up a layup. He passed up a layup. Trae Young was at the bottom of the rim. He was supposed to dunk it. He passed up a layup, and then I'm like, I think they asked Doc Rivers after the game, "Oh Doc, do you think Ben Simmons could lead you guys to a championship?" He was like, "Oh, I don't know about that."
Like that has to be the main
when your coach
player, bro.
Yeah,
bro. When your coach has to like be honest about that, there's something wrong. And you need to fix it as soon as possible.
Did you see what Age made a good point? And I'll read into what he said. It said a trade like that makes 76ers better. And that's the fact. It's like if you sent Kyrie to the Sixers for Simmons, that makes them arguably better. And it's like I would even the people that are like, oh, do it straight up. Are you high? Like that is like in order for this trade to happen, you'd have to give me Ben Simmons and a whole lot of other shit if I were to hand you Kyrie.
His stock is low.
His stock is low. His stock is low because of what happened.
And you're making the 76ers a hell of a lot better with that trade.
Yeah.
Kyrie and Embiid, Jesus Christ.
And a lot of people, and the other people I saw on YouTube, arguing about Ben Simmons makes sense. Like, Giannis, of course, Ben can guard Giannis, but now that the team is how we have the team, the way to guard Giannis is it's a team effort. You got to have multiple guys to guard. You can't just have one-on-one with Giannis. We saw what the Hawks try to do. Actually, it was the Suns. The Suns try to they put what's his name on the island, DeAndre Ayton on the island with Giannis. You can't guard Giannis one-on-one. You have to throw multiple bodies at him. So you throw Blake at him one time. You throw Marcus at him. You throw Paul Millsap at him. You got to throw multiple bodies at Giannis. Not one guy is going to stop Giannis. So it's like this whole Ben Simmons for Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? It's just come on, son. I can't.
Let's not act like we need Ben Simmons get cooked. He's got cooked on multiple occasions.
Slide into the Stephen A shit because we do have some posts for that, some video like.
Oh, okay. So after the Nick Wright stuff we just talked about, Stephen A goes online, another puppet.
Hold on, AJ. Hold on.
Yeah.
From one to another.
Stephen A, another puppet came online and said basically, what did he say? Oh, he said if he came out and said that Sean Marks actually had the deal ready or was offered the deal for Ben Simmons. He said it. Sean Marks said.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen just to put the quote.
Yeah, put the quote up.
Originally what he said, just so for the people that may have been living under.
Okay. So Smith then reiterated.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to
scroll up a little bit.
There we go. Yeah, he originally said something like Smith. You want to go ahead? You can read it.
Yeah. If it were not for Kevin Durant, the Brooklyn Nets would be interested in making that deal because let's call it what it is. If Ben Simmons was in Brooklyn with KD and James Harden, it's a wrap. It's a wrap and winning a chip.
Because
then
because of KD and Harden, bro. What are you talking about?
Like, bro, that's all I hear. This is all I hear.
Really stupid. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, you have two MVPs there. Like, of course.
And then, of course, his saving grace after everybody gets on his ass.
Oh, he backtracked. Oh, I didn't even see this. He backtracked.
This is what he said. He goes, here we go with the lies again. I never said any trade offers were made regarding Kyrie and Brooklyn Nets. What I said is they would do a deal swap.
I believe that.
For Kyrie and Ben Simmons. Like, so you don't say that unless you think you have. So either it's a full-on lie of his whole thing, or let's be honest, maybe he does have a source in the net somewhere that said, hey, it's either it's true or you're just making up a full bold-faced lie to get love on, like to get
the way he said it on First Take. He was like, Sean Mark. I know that he quoted it like it was a source.
Like it was.
That's why, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, he quoted it like Sean Marks was really was about to trade him, and then Kevin Durant was like, no, don't do it. Like you cannot trade Kyrie. That's just, again, this is just you guys gotta watch out for these media shows, man. A lot of these media shows, like they just try to hype stuff up, man. Yeah,
he's falling, bro. He's falling so far from grace, bro. He used to be so cool, bro. He had a good show. He used to be, bro. He's not the same. Like, and then when people put pressure on him, he backtracks. Right. Same thing with KD. Right. When KD did the move to the Warriors, like every other segment, he was trashing KD. And as soon as his mom came out,
there's a history of this.
And he never said anything bad about KD to this day because of his mom coming up there. Like,
and here's just as part of the thing that we were showing. Like, here's a history. Like, this is not something new from Stephen A. Smith and the history. Like, this was, this is a little breakdown. There's also other things we're going to post here that show just like it's a history of Stephen A. Coming at Kyrie, saying stupid shit, trying to obviously.
Let me read this real quick. The super chat. Shout out Prod by Chance. Appreciate the super chat, bro. He said Stephen A. been calling a couple lies within the last year or two, ever since he got the new ESPN deal. I was just about to talk about that because I feel like ever since Skip Bayless left First Take, Stephen A. has just lost some of his because I used to really like Stephen A. listening to his basketball analysis and all that, but ever since he left Skip First Take, it's just been like he just clout chases. It's more of like
and you're supposed to change when you get older. Like you're supposed to change when you get older and mature more, but he's like regressed. So it's like I just think that's his contract. I think he's just supposed to make divisive shit, that's his job. Like he
does a lot of hot takes. He does a lot of hot takes to like make it a headline, make it a story, make it trending. He does all the hot, like he's one of those guys. Like he'll say something crazy and then it'll trend online. He became one of those kind of media analysis people. When he says something, it goes online.
Here's some other shit that he said. Remember when he said KD and Kyrie will regret.
That's because he was salty. That's because he was mad as fuck. Yeah. That's because he was mad.
There's that. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Then there's this one.
I think Kyrie should. I think Kyrie should retire. I think he should announce his retirement today.
And when Kyrie came back, he backtracked that statement. The Kyrie should retire thing. Like
Kyrie came back and dropped 40 or something crazy, like 37.
And then I think that what was this one? Obviously devoid of some of his docked pay. This is like when Kyrie was going through some personal crap, which I think that rubbed some people the wrong way or this way, whatever. But even then,
that's fair. That's fair. That's a fair criticism. But most of them,
but still,
there is a history.
it's just
the cloud is perfect.
There's a history of this guy just hating.
Wait, Saint, put up the first post he put up with the history. Shout out Nets stands, because this is where I got on IG. I just wanted to read out what this literally says. 2019, ESPN reported the team. This is all before training camp. Usually these Kyrie stories happen before training camp, which is it's like literally every year something about Kyrie happens before training camp. So 2019, team doesn't like his mood swings, ESPN reported. 2020, he's going to do a media blackout. Remember last year, the media blackout. Oh my God, Kyrie's not going to talk to the media. He's not talking to the media. Now 2021, the Nets would trade him for Ben Simmons. So it's like every year, it's something about Kyrie that the media kind of like creates and makes it like a story.
At the beginning of the year too, like right at the beginning, like the first couple games, like all these came at the first couple games of the year. Like I remember that.
Hey, look at this. Even Nets Daily right now is reporting this, and we don't know it to be true or not.
Yeah. We gotta get to that. The vax. The vax.
I mean, so it's not stopping. Like it's. And people were, because that was the other thing too with that. We try not to say the magic words, but there was also a hot debate on Twitter where it was like, well, he was sitting in a section where people that had received it were, and then, he was just wearing his mask. He's Kyrie, could do what he wants. Like, there's even speculation of that crap, and it's like,
and for people who don't know what we're talking about, I think it was Yahoo. It might have been Yahoo Sports. Yahoo Sports, one of the media companies, reported that Kyrie is not vax. So he said Kyrie is not vax, and basically now people are arguing if Kyrie is vax or not vax. And he sat at a WNBA game, I think 3 or 4 days ago. So people are like, oh, it's a section, but it's like that. It doesn't really make it clear if he's not or if he isn't, because like I said, superstars do get different treatment. The WNBA, the LA Sparks not going to say, oh, Kyrie, you're not, so we're not letting you sit courtside. He's Kyrie Irving, so we don't know if the rules change for him. We don't know, we still are kind of like, there's still a question mark of if he's vax or not, so.
And I'll admit something, because like I have been one of those vocal people that like was frustrated, like loved Kyrie's play. Loved his skill level, but I was like frustrated by like some of his choices. Like we talked about it a lot last year, and it's like, and like Julian was saying, some of that criticism was fair, and that's coming from President Kyrie Nation. But what I've seen since then, right, and then over the off season, and then watching this, that it's like, no wonder Kyrie says or does some of the things he does, because if you look at just the onslaught of what this dude has received with just in a couple weeks, like we're not even talking, you know what I'm saying? Like all this is within like the last.
He was minding his own business, bro. Like this came out.
Bro was just chilling and just
doing his camp, just doing stuff for the kids. He went to the Indian reservation. Like he's done, he's doing Kyrie stuff.
Like living his best life, and then some agent, I talked to his agency and this and that. Like,
bro, he's getting traded.
And then when he defends himself, right? He defends it himself, like take off your mask and da da da. Oh my God, he's saying not to get You know, he's saying
not to get the
he's anti-vax.
I will say this. That tweet was very poorly timed. That tweet was very poorly timed.
It was.
But Kyrie speaks in metaphors. That's the one thing I've figured out about Kyrie is the way he responds and says shit. It usually, like, Kyrie is a deep thinker, and he does like think further. And some of his comments that he puts out, it's like at face value, people, of course, in today's society will look at that and assume something. But if
I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's accurate. Like,
but it's true. It's true. Like the way, if you ever look at how he responds to criticism or anything like that,
he is. He's a smart.
It's always in some sort of metaphorical way, and then he's got to come out and be like, dumbass, this is what I mean. Like,
exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, I love listening to Kyrie's press conferences because he's like mad like he can speak, like he's a good public speaker. Like he has those like little things, you know, he's a great public speaker. So let me put a poll up in the chat before we I want to see if do you guys think Kyrie is vax or not? Like, what do you guys think? Like,
I can like guarantee that he's not vaccinated. He's not back.
It's all good. We're not. Listen, I think we can say those things because we're not up here trying to.
YouTube is about to be like,
we're not trying to sit up here and tell anybody what to do, say it's bad or not, it's a liar. We're not doing that. We're just it's a NBA thing, and the NBA put a rule out, and you either are or you aren't, and it's okay to say he is or he isn't. But we're not up here spreading misinformation. We're just trying to just figure out if one of our best players is going to be.
And the only way we'll truly know, we didn't know that Sean Marks came out a few days. Was it yesterday? Might have been Tuesday. He said that there's players on the team that are not vax, and so we're trying to figure out if Kai is one. The only way we'll know is if we get to the season and he's not. You guys know in New York, it's only for the teams that have the state rules. So I think it's the Warriors in New York and the Knicks and us. So if we get to the season and Kyrie can't play home games, that's when we'll know, like, oh, something going on. But you know, the NBA basically said if you're not vax, you can play in the home games only if you have a religious a religious exemption. I think that's what they call it. You gotta have a religious exemption.
He'll use that then. I guarantee you, just off his mentality, that he's most likely like 98% like chance that he's not. Like, think about it. Do you really think?
But I
don't think he is. I don't think he is either.
I don't think he is. Like,
I doubt. Because somebody just said no home game. Miles said no home games for Kyrie. There's gonna be something because there's no way Kyrie's not gonna play in any home games. That probably means more to him than playing on the road.
He loves playing at home more than he loves playing like on the road.
Exactly.
I can see him taking
either he's going to get it, or he's going to get an exemption, hands down, and they'll accept it. Because I did read an article today, and somebody did say that, listen, there's no way the NBA is going to let their superstars like fall by the wayside and be like, nope, you're not playing, because for them it's bad business. There's no way they're gonna
even if he's not, you know, the NBA is gonna let, like, come on, the NBA is about billions of money. They're gonna lose billions of money if Kyrie's not playing. You know, like, come on.
He's gonna use the religion, like the fact that they added that's a scapegoat right there. They probably was just like, you know, to use that.
Let me read this super chat. Thank you, Jelani. Appreciate the super chat, bro. He said Nick Wright needs to focus on the Lakers. He and others are trying to cause friction. We're focusing on the chip, and we're getting that chip. That's a big fact, man. That's a big fact. We are focusing on the chip.
He need to get his nose done, and then after that,
Nick Wrong. We gotta call him Nick Wrong.
Yeah, he needs to get the makeup off. He needs to get the nose off. Like
clown, he gotta take the clown stuff off.
Yeah, because right now he's looking like that's all.
Oh, we got a new super chat, but we got another now.
Shout out Akin Berry. I hope I said, is that a girl?
Is it
Akani Berry? Is it a girl? Shout out. She said Nest World Queens in the chat. Okay. Queen.
Shout out to Queen.
We do have to have a Queen chat because
girls night.
Yeah, because Cakes Boo and even Nisha, they were talking about it. They were talking about doing a watch party, but it got me thinking that we should probably have a Queen's night like on the stream one of these, just so they can represent.
No, there's some girls that know basketball in here, bro. There's some girls that know more basketball than
The first time I ever heard Nisha come up and just go off. Remember when Nisha came on and like went off on Julian? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
You saw that, bro?
Remember that? Yeah. Shout out to Obbs too. Obbs is I met her on Twitter and she used to play basketball, so trust me, she knows about basketball, y'all. We can have her on here and Obbs too. Obbs is good, yo. What was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, so I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. Is Kyrie max or is he not? We're gonna see what Nets Nation thinks.
I think that's going to be 100%.
Do I gotta click on something?
You gotta look on. It's gonna be on YouTube. So you probably just look on your phone or something like that. Or are you on your phone? Or you're on your laptop, right?
I'm on my laptop. I can look it on my phone.
Yeah, you look on your phone. But yeah, read some comments, Saint, real quick while I put this poll up.
See what we got.
Kyrie Def casted a spell that puts a barrier around him from everything.
Just God, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Some type of spell and just cast a barrier around him.
This is Marcus Messiah. Said exactly, it's bad business. Kyrie needs to understand this is business. There aren't many 30 million jobs around the country. Yeah, but hey, that's one aspect of it. I get it. Somebody else talked about earlier about, maybe he goes his religious Muslim route. I did hear something that somebody was saying, like some of the people that were claiming religious, that like they were having trouble finding.
Not many religions.
Not many people were finding anything in the book that said no.
But here, not even Islamic Muslim religion, they don't prohibit that. They don't do that either. So
I mean, I look at it this way: like at the end of the day, just like everybody, they're going to make the choice what's best for themselves. But at the same time, there's no way this man is not going to be playing in home games. Whether he gets it or not, there's going to be a solution.
Yeah, there's going to be a solution, of course.
The dude's going to be there, and he's going to be playing. Yeah, somebody else. And
people got to remember the media is just trying to make to stir drama. They're trying to make a story clickbait stuff.
Wiggins is another guy because he's in that California in there. He's in the same area. He's in their team's doing the same thing we're doing. Wiggins is another.
He rejected it. He said he's using religious exemption. I think Wiggins is using religious exemption.
Yeah. The dude said Wiggins will get the So I do think it's not going to be. At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I just think there's nothing going on in basketball right now. So these are obviously.
It's the clickbait, bro. It's the clickbait.
Everything's clickbait.
Yeah. Kyrie's not going to play because he's not vax. They just be panicking.
Young boy said he's Muslim. Is there anything? Have you heard anything that how people are using a religion, at least from the Muslim faith? Is there anything that?
Nope.
If you have anybody Muslim in the chat, let us know right now.
I got a good amount of Muslim friends. They all vaxxed.
I mean, it really, again, like you said, not to go into it's a personal decision, whatever, no judgment. But according to, for the NBA, you're going to get an answer. Either somebody's going to get it or they're going to find an exemption. And they're gonna play.
But are they like if somebody's like, "Hey, I'm Muslim. I don't believe in that." Like, are they gonna go pull up like the Muslim rule book and be like, "Do you think they would do that?"
He's a Muslim rule.
I don't.
I don't think they do
that. I don't think they're gonna look at it.
That's why I asked that question. Is like,
no, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
I was listening to it was something that popped up on a show. They were talking about it, and they pulled up some tape of a Christian preacher, and he got up there and he's like, "I've been looking in the Bible, and I can't find a damn thing that says no, you shouldn't do it." So he's like, it's, whatever. At the end of the day,
they're not going to do it because people interpret it differently. Like you interpret like the religion differently. So they're like, what does the NBA know? The NBA doesn't have no like official Muslim, thing. So it's
they're not going to take their word for it. They're not going to do that. Like you could say, "Oh, I'm probably like Christian or something like that," and be like,
"Well." And let's be real. Right. When these books were written, I don't think they were worried about vaccines back then.
There was no vaccines when they were out there.
They weren't there yet. If you got sick, you gone. All right.
Yo, somebody in the chat said Muslim rule book. Muslim rule. That's hilarious. Yeah.
That's hilarious, for real. Like you gonna like go on the internet and be like,
Oh, Jay from BK's in here.
Kyrie's gonna walk into the NBA office, and Adam Silver. Listen, it's a religious exemption. Adam Silver's gonna pull out the rule book.
Oh God, it's
the Quran. The Quran. He's gonna be like, I don't know, Kyrie. I don't see it.
He's gonna be looking at that big ass book, but for a long time. Like, he's not. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody want to look through that big ass book.
Page 35, page 100, page 1002. This doesn't say here.
I do got to give a shout out for Jay from Brooklyn, who's on Twitter a lot. He's a big Nets fan. I gotta give a shout
out Jay from BK. Let me read some comments. Somebody said congrats to Alizé on his shoe deal. Oh, I know Alizé got a shoe deal.
Wait.
I guess they said. I don't know.
I get a shoe deal. No one cares.
We got some Laker haters in here.
Cam Thomas got a shoe deal though. Cam got an Adidas deal.
Alizé got a shoe deal.
Nah. Cam Thomas got a shoe deal though. Cam Thomas got one. I don't know if Alizé got one. I know Cam Thomas got one. Yeah,
sound like Adidas.
Somebody said Kyrie over Russell skirt brick.
Man, that seems
I do think this one's funny right here from Marcus Messiah.
Yo, the comments is going Kyrie crazy right now.
For $30 million a year, I'll get vax shot 365 days a year.
I'm saying you ain't gotta tell me twice.
You said for $30 million a year, I'll get it. Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, somebody get rid of Jay Woods. What is that? Oh wait, no, never mind. Hey, Jay Woods, you don't need to go there either way. Just keep it clean.
Oh no,
I know we got some Laker haters in here, but
definitely Laker Nation always tunes into these streams, man. You know how Lakers Nation is; they always want to see what we're doing, what we talking about, what's the news. You know what I'm saying?
They lied when they heard they got DeAndre Jordan. It's crazy.
You know, insecurity. You know, they're scared. It'd be like,
yeah.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, like I don't want to get into a LA Nets debate because that's going to be going for all year. But at the end of the day, if both teams are healthy, the likelihood is it's going to be Lakers Nets at the end of the year in the chip, and that's just is what it is. They both have their positives. We both have our negatives. I mean, it is what it is, and it's the best thing for basketball for that to happen. And that debate's just going to be going on all year.
All right, so and then also another thing I want to talk about was the starting lineup. I put out I put out this on Instagram. Like ESPN put a projected starting lineup for who. Yeah, pull up the starting lineup, and it on Twitter it was going crazy. I had it was 70,000 mentions. Like people were like, no, it shouldn't. This shouldn't be this.
What did ESPN put up? I didn't see.
Oh no, this wasn't. No, saying it's the other one. Saying it's the other one.
I'm about to say why.
No, it's the.
Okay. Yeah, I found it. My bad. I
found it. Yeah, that one. There it is. Yeah, so ESPN put this up. They put this was the projected starting lineup: Kyrie, Harden, KD, Blake, and LaMarcus. So I got a lot of people saying, a lot of people were like, "Oh, how could you start a 35-year-old with a heart problem? They're not going to do that to LaMarcus. He's gonna start. He's gonna come off the bench and play limited minutes. He's not gonna do a lot of people were saying that. Some people were saying Clax is gonna start, and some people were saying that Blake and LaMarcus was not good last year, so they want Millsap and Claxton to start instead of
Blake and I just put that when I put this one up. Age just popped in the chat and said I like that one better.
Oh yeah, because Claxton,
Because I mean, let's also talk about that news conference with this. Too is that some important questions were kind of asked. I took it this way, like Billy Reinhart, I said something when he posted something, he responded to me saying, I may have read into it a little bit too much, but when they asked the question, I think it was Christian Winfield or somebody. Okay, there it is. Cool. I believe he asked a question, something, and Nash responded about Claxton being an integral role part.
That's when Christian asked the question and Steve Nash ignored the James Johnson question.
Yeah.
And then he went right to Claxton.
Exactly. Yeah. And I took that as Claxton is going to be a role player and he's not starting. Billy said I may have read into that a little bit too much, but whatever. I get it. Everybody's got their opinion. Yeah. But that's how I took that. That didn't come across to me as Clax is going to be in the starting lineup. He said Claxton is very important. He's going to be a prominent player. He's a unique talent. He said he's a unique talent because he's a big that can guard 1 through 5. So he was giving Claxton
like praise on that press conference. So people were thinking like, maybe Clarkson.
Even if this next one, our depth chart, even if that's our second unit coming in, it's like, come on, like that's much better than what it was.
Arguably a starting lineup. This is arguably a starting.
Man, that's good, bro. That's a good ass lineup.
So who would y'all would want LaMarcus to start? LaMarcus and Blake?
It should be matchup based.
You can alternate, matchup wise, like styles make fights.
Mix and match based on team.
Now, I don't really remember Blake and LaMarcus playing together. I'm sure they did, but
they did, and it wasn't good. Whoever said that in the comments, it wasn't good.
I do remember hearing or reading that somewhere too. Somebody had said that it wasn't good. I mean, I don't give a crap if it's Paul Millsap or Blake. We even talked about it earlier. I was having a conversation with somebody on Twitter where I even floated the idea, and I've said it last year. A lot of people said I was like crazy for thinking that, but I'm even okay with a Claxton at the 4 and LaMarcus at the 5. Like, there's nothing wrong with that either. I'm just saying, with the versatility of Blake, LaMarcus, Paul Millsap, and Claxton, you're telling me that those 4 dudes can't handle that 4 and 5 spot. Like, there's no way. Like, because Claxton still, you can't convince me that he could not play the 4.
Claxton needs a jump shot for me.
Even if you had LaMarcus, even if you had LaMarcus in there, and LaMarcus has a jump shot. I mean, you could do all kinds of interesting.
LaMarcus can play 4 if he really wants.
Exactly. Well,
I'll make him easily play that 4.
Yeah, he can play. He'll space the floor. Yeah, he'll space the floor.
The versatility between those, 4 players is awesome. Like, you can't argue with that.
And then also with this lineup thing, I got so many comments about the Joe Harris thing. They were like, there's no way in hell Joe Harris is not going to start this year. Steve Nash is going to do it. He's going to start Joe Harris. So what y'all take? Do you guys think we'll see Joe?
Got asked. I don't know.
Yeah, because there's a lot of the Joe fanboys they're saying Joe is not going to be off the bench. He's going to be in the starting lineup.
They did.
Joe Harris is. I'm sorry. No.
Joe at the 4. Joe at the 4.
No, dude, there's no way to start Joe Harris, bro. There's no way. I can't think of anything that would tell me.
It's Steve Nash, bro. He will start. He gonna start him. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't start him. Maybe he doesn't start him like as much, But
bro, every time I think, I try to think back to the season. I don't remember Steve's like saying, "Joe, you're not starting." Like he always will start Joe, bro. Always.
But I mean, Steve Nash did say. Steve Nash did give him a lot of I mean, he did say in the sense that, listen, like he acknowledged the playoffs not being that great, but he also acknowledged all the other stuff Joe did do. Yeah. He didn't shed on any light of like kind of like how he said with Claxton. I was kind of hoping to hear something like that about Joe that would give you some kind of idea of like how he was going to play him, but it was just like, hey, he's real important. He's a dog for us, but there was no – I just can't imagine that you would have Blake, Paul Millsap, Claxton, and LaMarcus, and you would still start Joe Harris. To me, that just doesn't – that does not make sense to me, and I would be utterly shocked if that was the case.
Because, the lineup changes every day. Well, every game, I think Steve Nash was like the coach with the most lineups because every game it was like literally a different lineup every game. So it's like – the thing with Joe is he's gonna be important. Of course, we're gonna use Joe. We're gonna use Joe now, but it's like now that we have so many pieces at that front court, it's like Joe. Are we gonna see as much minutes as we see from Joe? Or is it
off of the bench, bro? Like that's just it was like that last year. He does more for us off the bench, like and. He did pretty good. Like during the regular season, him starting, he did really good. Like I feel like that was good for him, but he would kill other teams like off the bench, bro. It would just be better for us. And there's no room for him in that starting lineup. Like what? Like you gonna put him at the 4? Like, bro, please.
You're literally still sabotaging yourself. It just makes.
But the thing about Steve, he's special.
He would do it though. He would do it. Yeah, he would do it.
He was a clown.
He will. And he'll do it consistently. Like he don't care. Like he'll and if we say something to him, he's just gonna turn his comments off. Like
yep.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good comment right here. MTL said, knowing Steve Nash, shout out MTL936, knowing Steve Nash, he will do a weird experiment by trying out a small ball lineup of Patty, Kyrie, Joe Harris, and Bruce Brown and Blake. Yo, he would do. He would do that.
He's gonna try some shit like that.
Hey, we should remember this, like, and write this down and make a bet. Like,
that's a crazy lineup. Kyrie, Patty Mills, Joe Harris.
How much you want to bet we see that? How much you want to bet we see this lineup? Like,
that's a crazy lineup, yo.
It wouldn't surprise me with Steve Nash.
Yeah, like I said, see, he's the king of experiments. He experiments every like the reason I don't like that experiment stuff is because like when something works and for a few games and then we start winning, we go on a win streak, and then one of the games he changes it, we lose, and then I'm like, bro, just keep doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing the same thing. Let me read some comments here. Somebody said, y'all better not play small ball. Somebody said Joe Match better going against other teams' second unit. Ooh, shout out Jimmy Dunn. Yeah.
He's just more deadly like that. Yeah, he would overwhelm other benches, bro. He would.
Yeah. And like, if you put Harden with him too,
off the bench together as a shooting core is crazy. Like Patty and Joe shooting wise is crazy. Like that's insane.
I've been saying that last year, like, bro, you have Harden run that second unit with Joe Harris, and I think I said Jeff Green too. Oh my god, like, well, Jeff Green gone, but still, we still got Joseph, like, we still got Joseph.
Yeah,
you know.
Let me read the poll. So the poll, wow. So let me end the poll right now. So the poll we put in the chat was: is Kyrie facts or not? And 64% of Nets Nation said no. So people saying that he's not facts. So,
like I said earlier, he casted a spell that puts the barrier around him, so nothing gets in, nothing gets out. He just protected in that one barrier, like
the bad juju. He
casted that one spell that barriers around him, like he's chilling.
Yeah. So 35% said yes, and 64% said no. That Kyrie is not facts. So that's 142 votes. Wow. See, I don't think he is, man. I mean, hey, like I said, at the end of the day, like Saint said, it's not going to matter that much because the NBA will find a way to get him on the court. Trust me. Billions they're not going to ready to lose. I think have one of the most national televised games. They're going to want the big three playing at all times. They want that money. They want people to tune in. They want ratings. Yeah.
But bro, you got the two best ball handlers in the whole league on the team. People love handles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, like we have the best scoring team, the most offensive versatility. Like bro.
Yeah. Especially with with those primetime games, you know the NBA not gonna let those primetime games slide. Like they're not gonna do something.
At the end of the day, it's there's gonna be an exemption. Yeah. There's going to be an exemption, or Kyrie's going to do, he's going to do something, and that's just the reality of it. Like we could sit here and speculate all day long about what we think is best, or is he going to do it? But it's.
All right, so let me segue. We're going to talk about the new signing of Devontae Cacok. If you guys don't know, we signed Devontae.
What's his last name?
It's not Cacok. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Same thing.
You say, bro, because it's spelled like a pause. It's spelled pause.
I watched a lot of highlights and
how do you say
announcers, and straight up, every one of them was Devontae Cacok.
What?
Straight up.
Oh wow.
Oh nah.
I'm
not saying his name like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just calling you Devontae.
I'm gonna just say
he's saying that's what other people were saying. Like
if they don't cut him, get ready for a season of Cacok. I'm just
bro.
Whoa,
right.
Get the purple. I don't want to see no more purple. No
Whoa,
purple.
Don't drop those emojis.
Next
Nation, don't do it.
No purple eggplants in the chat. Don't do
it. It's not. I'm not afraid.
Don't put no eggplants in the chat.
No, that's not what that means.
What is this? It's so bad.
Yes, I understand it's
I didn't want to see no eggplant emojis.
I understand it's a pause moment, but we have to be prepared to hear that for but that's the reality. Like
imagine the nicknames Ian Eagle's gonna make.
Yeah, pause, man. All right, so Devontae, I was gonna say Devontae C or Devontae K. Let's call him Devontae K, man. Let's call him Devontae K. So Devontae K was added 6'8" forward. He was
How
on the
about
Lakers
DK?
last.
Can we say DK or is that too pause? Is that like
DK?
Say DK, it's like DK Metcalf on the Seahawks. I don't know.
I know. I'm calling him Devontae, bro. I'm about to call his first name, bro. I'm just gonna say his first name.
Oh God!
I'm trying to come up with
your name is Devontae.
Right?
Yeah. So he was added. He was added. So basically, him and DDJ are going to be competing for this two-way spot. Again, if you guys don't know about Devontae, he's a big forward, 240. He's a rebounding forward. His strength is rebounding. He's one of those kind of like bully ball, well, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of them. How do I explain his game?
I'm sorry.
He looked like a bully
because in those highlights, I did hear Cacok to the hole. Cacok puts it down.
My God! Oh my God!
If you want to laugh, Julian, I'm sorry, but if you guys want to laugh, you need to go watch the highlights and just listen to the announcers every time he scores. I'm just saying.
I'm just letting y'all know whenever he has a good game, it's gonna be straight eggplants in the chat. I'm just letting you know right now. I already know it's gonna happen. Let me know the chat. So and all it's gonna be is eggplants in the chat.
Age says you gotta say his name, brothers. He's like, you gotta say
I'm not saying his name.
No, we don't.
It's a pause.
Devontae.
But what if this dude is like the shit and he just like turns it on this year? You're still not gonna give the man his
no.
We're saying DDJ wants.
I'll be like this shit, Devontae.
All right, so do you guys think? Let's just get to it here. Do you guys think it's going to be DDJ or it's going to be Devontae? Because these guys are competing for the last two-way spot.
Speaking of names, bro, name's David Duke. Like I don't think we really addressed this properly. His name is David Duke.
Duke Jr. Yeah, and he even
I call him DDJ.
I know, but he even said DDJ even said, "I want to be called David Duke Jr. because I want to change the narrative." Like that's how he wants you to address him. He wants to be addressed that way.
But we got nicknames for everybody, though, bro.
I know. Well, then we need to come up with a good one for Devontae.
Nah, they wild in the chat. Nah, with the
the chat's going crazy with it. This is not that. It's not. Yeah, it's only 8 o'clock on the East Coast.
What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? If we hear this.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Yo, bro, y'all need to relax, bro.
Here's my thing. In what situation will that?
That's not even a basketball time. Why are you saying face? So I can see somebody saying it to the hole.
If he dunks on somebody, that's if he dunks on somebody. They call it.
That's even a more ayo because the nut's gonna be on the dude's face. That's even more ayo.
And then you would. Too bad it's not going to be Marv Albert saying.
Yo, Marv Albert's voice is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said,
what that name is from?
Y'all think he's gonna make the team? Are y'all saying he's gonna make the team though? That's what y'all making it seem like he's gonna make the team.
Not with that name.
I think. You have to. We also had this talk again the other day where it's like it. I for some reason get this feeling that Siku is safe, but I have a feeling it's going to come down between this guy Devontae and Bembry, and I think James is staying too. The more I think about it,
yeah.
I really think it's going to come down between Devontae and Bembry. I really do for that being cut. I mean, don't we have to cut 2 then? Or do we have to just cut?
We got to cut no, we have to cut 1.
Got to cut 3, no? Because we're at 19.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
We're at 19.
Yeah. Well, Devontae and DDJ are going to go for that 2-way, so I'm not sure if Sean Marks picks DDJ for that second 2-way, then it's down to Devontae, Bembry, Devon Carter, and Sekou. So it's like, Devontae. Yeah, go ahead.
I would want DDJ just off the fact that I don't want to come in here and see eggplant. So,
you shouldn't have to say pause when you pass on the ball.
That's
bro. Imagine you on the court, bro. Like super pause. Imagine you on the court and that says swing it to cock. Like, bro, what?
Whoa, pause.
What?
Hey, yo.
I don't even think that's a real thing. Like somebody just made that up. Like when they were bored, they were how was that a real name?
You gotta say pause every time you say his name. That's crazy.
Just call him. Gotta say, hey, no, his nickname is Pause. I'm sorry. Pause.
Yeah, you gotta say pause every time.
I didn't even see his first name. I just said pause because I saw his last name. Like, hey, yo,
bro. I did that whole YouTube video. I said it. I didn't even say his name right. I was saying Cook. I was saying Cook the whole time.
Yeah, I left you a message going, you know what his name is. Like,
you know what his name is. You know what his name is. So I said, yo, I can't read the comments. I'm not reading no more comments. I'm not reading no more comments.
It's gonna be like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be like this every game, bro.
I'm just gonna put the poll up. We're gonna put the who's the last two-way going to DDJ or your guy Devontae?
Devontae, you trying to find
that shit said erupts for 30. Oh my god, bro.
Yo, this chat is unbelievable. Yo, if you on YouTube right now, if you're watching this back on YouTube, you have to click the live chat because this chat is going crazy right now. Like if y'all were able to see the chat on the live chat, yo.
Bro, like imagine him getting bullied in school. I know he got bullied with that last name.
I
know he got bullied.
Cacok with the slithery finish. Okay, wow.
Oh my god.
Is this Nets After Dark? This is Nets After Dark.
It's not. Yo, it's only 8 o'clock, bro.
That's not even saying. Like, what are y'all doing?
This is not Nets After Dark. It's not Nets After Dark, bro.
We have not been streaming for a while. Everybody's taking their little vacay, doing their thing. But so you have to expect people are a little
bro. It's only 8 o'clock and people is on demon time right now, bro.
All right.
Nah,
the eggplant set it off.
Ace said he's tough from fighting in high school. You think anyone wants to fight him with that last name? Like, bro, it's just gonna be weird. Like, you gotta say pause whenever you meet him.
Bro, this is bad, bro. I'm telling you, if you're watching this back on YouTube, click the live chat replay. You guys are gonna see the live chat. This is bad. This is bad right now.
His name is Devontae. That's all.
So yeah, those are other topics. I forgot what the other topics were.
Let's see here. What did we say?
It was
we've talked about Kyrie. We've talked about possible roster. That's still up in the air. We've talked about what else? Like the possible two-way cut. I mean, that's going to be an interesting thing.
Yeah. The roster battle is going to be interesting too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think if there's really not much more. Yeah.
I think that's it. That's not much. This is the last stream before training camp, right?
We could talk a little bit about, like, if you didn't watch the news conference, there was just some other little things. Like they asked Sean Marks about like LaMarcus coming back and like I think Sean Marks had said something like he said that when LaMarcus called him, he tried to talk him out of it. He was like, yo, bro, like, if you're not ready, like don't come out of retirement. And Sean Marks like try to convince LaMarcus like, yo, don't do it if you're not ready. And LaMarcus like pushed him, like was ready. And he was like, I want to come to Brooklyn because there's unfinished business. Exactly. I didn't finish it right last year, and I gotta come back and fix it. And I mean, Sean Marks couldn't say no, so that's tough to do, bro. It's tough, man. The other thing you could add on to the conversation is, and somebody brought it up earlier, and I think it was when the Laker hater was in here, and he said something about LaMarcus. Oh, he's only going to play 4 minutes, and I do think we really do need to acknowledge the versatility, no matter whether somebody's old or not. But the versatility that we have between Paul Millsap, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus, and Claxton is huge. And I really don't, at this point, see all four of those guys getting – like, I really feel like it's going to be a very balanced approach between those four. Mm-hmm. And whether one of those guys is a better – I guess one of the debates would be, do you want LaMarcus starting or finishing? Do you want Claxton to be in the middle? Do you want LaMarcus to start the game and then give 2-3 quarters to Claxton the bulk of the minutes and then bring in LaMarcus at the end of the game? But I just look at it that it's not going to be that bad because the age thing, as long as we can keep them healthy, you're going to have
I'm just nervous, bro. Like, I'm nervous. Like,
what are you nervous about?
Because of Lamar, like I said, like it's still a little bit unpredictable. Like I said, what happened last year? Like we all thought LaMarcus was going to be here in the playoffs, and it just hit us out of nowhere. Like he had that problem.
Do you think they would let him get this far? I mean, I just can't imagine that they would let this man get this far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had to retire. I don't think the doctor would or whoever his doctors are. I don't think that they would let him come back from because if you got to retire from something like the whole sport, that's pretty crazy. So
I mean,
I
but
don't know. I would think that they made sure that he could come back, but I guess you're right. Like, you don't know for sure.
But let's ask this question to that.
Yeah.
Ask this question to it is, let's be honest, we don't know, and they didn't talk about it, and they're probably not going to talk about it, is how much was Aldridge really taking care of that issue in his life then? And then it happened, and then maybe he got like, oh, hey, I need to do XYZ to be better. We don't know if he was like really taking care of that issue or
different
not.
Meds, or if he was ignoring it.
Well, I don't want to go to the extent to say he was ignoring it, but just like maybe he wasn't doing all that he was supposed to do to take care of it. I mean, it is an issue, but that's why I don't imagine this guy coming out right now and then just throwing him right in the starting mix and letting him play multiple games. Like, I definitely don't see that guy playing back-to-backs. And I definitely see him being worked into it, which whether that means we're going to get a Blake Paul Millsap starting, I don't know. Does that mean Claxton? I mean,
so let me know in the chat right now how many minutes you guys think LaMarcus Aldridge is going to play this year on the average. Put that in the chat right now. And I'm looking at the poll. The poll says 65%. I'm going to end the poll. 65% said DDJ is who they want to be the second two-way instead of the other guy.
Yeah, you can't.
This shit.
You can't. I mean, it's nice to have a guy from the Lakers so you could get some info, but I don't see how you let DDJ go. I just don't.
Yeah. Everybody wants DDJ to be that.
Not for
him and Kessler,
man. Like that. not for that.
You think Steve Nash is about to ask him during the training camp, like, yo, so what was the Lakers? What were they running out? What were the Lakers running? Huh?
Oh yeah. And will you change your last name? Will you change your last name? It almost feels like Nets Nation, even if imagine if this guy was like really good. It almost feels like Nets Nation wouldn't want him just so they didn't have to say his name all year.
Yeah,
like
that's
more
crazy.
than like he can bring to the team.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to say I'm sorry, man. I mean, even though he could help the team with the rebounding thing, but I'm sorry, bro. Yeah,
it's not worth what the chat will be, bro. It's
not worth. This chat is too toxic right now. I've never seen a chat like this.
You saw how they were when we were talking about it. Imagine if he goes off for like 20 or something like now.
I've only seen the chat this toxic at like Nets After Dark, those late night West Coast games. That's when the chat gets OD. Like, but 8 o'clock right now, the chat is like toxic with this Devontae, his last name talk. But anyway, let me read some comments. Age said, "Oh, we can get the most mileage out of LMA, bringing him off the bench and closing games." Ooh, okay. Mm-hmm. Somebody said, "Lenny, shout out Lenny." Lenny said, "Aldridge starts the season playing 25 minutes a game." Ooh, okay, that's not too bad.
Jay from BK already starting with the eggplant. I'm done. You already got the eggplant.
Just follow Jay on BK from Twitter.
I think
he's a fool.
I think LaMarcus going to play maybe like 20. I'm going to say 20, 22.
I'd say 15.
Minutes. You say 15?
15 in the regular season, probably
so
20 to 25.
I think he's going to start, and then Steve Nash, like probably like, let's say 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 8 minutes in the first quarter. Claxton get in like that, or like he's going to be like kind of like that. Claxton get in. LaMarcus out.
If something did happen to him, do you think we would still be straight? I think we'll still be straight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wait.
I think
I would try to get another big.
I think we're still straight.
I don't think.
I mean, we wouldn't have. Well, we're still straight because like we still got 2 centers. I mean, we still got Claxton and Dayron.
Yeah. I mean, listen. At this very moment, we are totally good going into the season with what we have. The great thing is you got trade. We do, thanks to Marks, we do have some things we can use during the regular season to improve the team. And I at this point, I'm like, I want to see what we got. I want to see some preseasons games because to me, that's really going to be the telltale tale of like how this season's going to go and what I don't think you really need to add or deduct more. Yeah, I think we would all hope that maybe we had a more secure, younger, healthier type center. I think LaMarcus does have that question mark. But if he, God willing, stays healthy and they use him correctly and don't overuse him and that he's only going to be a plus. I mean, just let alone his knowledge that he's going to give to Sharp, he's going to give to Claxton. Like,
those young guys.
We just need something that flows and that's consistent. Because you got to think about it from the aspect that, you know, if it was just the big three, we would get to the finals. Even if it was like if we had the worst core in the league, we would still go to the finals just off them alone. So everything else is just like icing on the cake type of thing.
Fact, because think about that. Exactly, Julian. I'm 100%. Think about how far we got on a KD 35%, 40% Harden, no Kyrie, and we damn near could have. If we won that Bucks game, you could arguably say we're in
the champions. You know, it wasn't like a regular first round team. These people went on to win the championship
with a rotation of TLC, Tyler Johnson, Shamet, like
and we're so versatile now. It's like even if, God forbid, even if LaMarcus had a problem, like I said, we got the young centers and we're so versatile. We can go. You can even go small. You can put Paul at the 5, Blake at the 5. You know what I'm saying? You can still have a space to floor big in, even if LaMarcus is not there. You know, like I said, we have so many pieces we can interchange now. So many lineups you can build. Like, so I think we'll still be straight. But God forbid, you know.
I was more so worried about I'm more so worried about not worried, but I wanted more of just a good second unit. And the second unit that you pulled up, I think that's bro. I mean, we don't know if it's concrete yet, but you
would want Bruce in there. Patty, it was Patty, Joe. It was Patty, Joe, Bruce, and Claxton. Paul Millsap, Claxton.
Man, that's a beautiful second unit, bro. That's a really good second unit.
That's a gorgeous.
I feel like that. I mean, we could have 2 bums on the 4 and 5, in our starting lineup. In our starting lineup, we can have. Not saying nobody in the NBA is a straight bum. I'm not saying it, but you could probably pull some people from college in there, and we would still our bench and our core is the most important thing to me.
I still think Harden's gonna run that second unit. So we might have to take Bruce out. It'll be Harden, Patty, Joe, Paul, and Claxton. And I think that will be the second unit. Bro, Bruce is going to have to get his minutes, you know, those in between minutes, you know, people resting, coming off the bench, those type of minutes. He's not going to. I don't think.
How's Paul Millsap been shooting? I haven't seen him since he was on the Hawks. How he?
He shot him putting in work. He's working.
Yeah, he shot 40. He shot 40. I think it might have been 2 years ago, but last year it wasn't too good. I think he shot 36 or 35. I gotta look it up.
That's good.
Yeah,
Blake shot 36 too, and he was shooting at a decent rate.
Yeah, he's a good. Like I said, he's a good knockdown. He can shoot threes. He's just like how Blake is. You know how Blake misses sometimes, but when Blake is hot, he's hot. Same with Paul Millsap. When Paul Millsap is hot, he can hit a couple threes.
Just want people to hit they open threes. You feel me? We don't want doing step backs, and we don't need that from you. We just need because. Our big three demand a lot of attention. So we just need somebody who's going to be able to consistently, hit, when they're open.
He shot 34% in 2020, 2019. He shot 43%. In 2018, he shot 36% from 3. So, and he was averaging how many threes a game? He was shooting 2 threes a game. He was shooting 2 threes a game for all those seasons.
He's gonna be shooting a little more this year, but shit, that's good. 36.
We definitely get Trill Sap. We're getting Trill Sap.
He's gonna be shooting 5 threes a game, bro.
We're gonna be shooting 5.
Trill Sap.
Trill Sap.
Trill Sap should be entertaining. Shout out to Froze Pop. He said Trill Sap should be entertaining.
Trill Sap should be entertaining.
I'm gonna read a couple more comments and then we'll get into. We'll get into Chubbs's. We'll get into the Chubbs idea.
the Chubbs hour. The
Chubbs hour. Chubbs hour. We're gonna go into Chubbs hour. Shout out Jay Woods. Jay Woods said I run the big 3 2K online. Clax at the 3, KD at the 4, and LA at the 5, and it's always he said it's always OP online. Shout out to Jay Woods, man. He said that's the lineup right there. Clax at the 3, KD at the 4.
I do feel like the quote above him, it needs some. Because I do think people are shitting on Javon Carter a little.
Oh, he is a good shooter. Yeah, he is a good shooter.
I think people are.
I keep forgetting that he's here.
So many people, bro.
So many
I do
people.
think people are sleeping on Javon. I'm not saying
People
Javon Carter's
people were arguing with me because I said he's not going to get cut, but people are saying his name should be up there to get cut. And then Christian Winfield put out that article like he's on the chopping block too with Bembry and Sekou. Like he said, Javon is on the chopping block. But I'm like, I don't think we should cut Carter because God forbid
I don't think
something,
so, but like.
I'm sorry, but if
I just don't
Kyrie,
get like I don't see where he fits into all this. Like to be honest,
no, he's
gonna play like that.
He's not gonna get minutes. Of course, he's not gonna get a ton of minutes because, like I said, our guards are crazy, are amazing. But it's like, what if something happens?
Policy.
What if something? What if the you know what I'm saying? What if Harden something happens?
Say Kyrie goes on a Kyrie sabbatical. Say he gets hurt. Say Patty Mills gets hurt. You have some. It's guard depth. Yes. He's needed exactly. Nicholas Reed.
Like that.
He is needed for guard depth.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell people. But people are saying like, "Oh, get him out of here. He's cut." Like,
you know what I think a lot of it is too is I think we were so used to having zero depth at positions last year.
Yeah.
That now we're going into a season where we have guard depth, we have power forward depth, we have definitely center depth. I guess you could say we do, but we have a lot more depth at positions. We have a lot more versatility up and down our lineup as far as the bench is concerned. In comparison to last year, where it was majority, you could arguably say most of those guys, Tyler, Shamit, who am I missing? TLC, like dude, they were all like either shooting guards or small forward, and it was like, and they were putting those guys in at multiple positions. You had Joe Harris at the 4. I mean, it was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was ridiculous. And this year we have a quality problem where we have depth, up and down the lineup. And there's no reason to cut him. I
said this last stream, like Bruce Brown's not really a point guard. Joe Harris never brings up the ball. He's just a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Cam Thomas is a rookie, so you can't really tell him to run the offense. He's a shooting guard. Cam Thomas is really a shooting guard. So it's like if you think about it, the point guard depth is like me point guard.
The damn eggplants. I can't.
Oh my god!
You really see it?
I don't like how he said deep. I don't like how he said deep like that. Like he dragged out the deep.
He put extra ease. He put extra ease on that comment. He put extra ease. Nah, man. This is. I can't do this chat today, bro. This chat
today. Like, if you fight him, you still lose either way. You win or not. Like I feel like you still lose either way. Like it's crazy.
Yo,
I can't like get into an altercation with somebody with that last name. Like,
I just fuck.
You just
can't. Like, you got it. Like, it's okay. Like, you got it.
So you got slapped by.
Exactly.
Yo, that was
imagine like when he was in gym, like how you in gym and your coach call you by your last name.
That would be a great WWE.
YouTube about to flag this.
Yeah, like no one can play ball with him. No one can post up with him. No, it's just weird.
No, but I'm seriously, he would be a great WWE character. Like, you just got slapped by the cock. Like everything, everything would be great.
This YouTube is gonna get attitude era. YouTube, man. YouTube, we're talking about a player. Please, YouTube.
Yes.
Don't flag us.
We're talking about a player. Hey, some of the crap that I be seeing on YouTube, I'm telling you, is we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chubbs.
Well, we can make a poll about it.
Okay. What are you doing?
I hear echo.
Yeah, I don't know who's got the echo. Yeah, I make a poll up because Chubbs has a few things in his pocket. Like we busted it out one time for if you remember being on the stream, Chubbs did were they contenders? Were they fakers? Were they trash?
We're ranking, right?
Yeah, it was like a ranking video.
Now we got like some more tier lists coming out. So we either do a hood movies tier list, a sneakerhead tier list, or a basketball video games tier list. Three very good choices.
All right, yo. So I'm gonna put the poll right now. Which you guys want to rank right now? Hood movies, sneakers. Or what was it? Hood movies, sneakers,
or 2K. You just put 2K in.
2K.
Because there's other games. You just put 2K.
I think we should. I think we should.
That's tough. Those are all good. Those are all good too, though. I just put it up. Those are all
do
good.
You want to
rankings.
take any questions before or after this?
We can do it throughout.
Yeah, you can do it throughout.
We can do it throughout.
Let us know in the chat right now, y'all. Shout out to chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button for us too, please. Let's get 100 likes tonight. Even though this chat is toxic. I know this is a chat. If you're still with us, this is a toxic chat, but get us to 100 likes,
No,
please.
I don't think this is toxic. I think this is more funny comedy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily. It's an unavoidable thing that if you sign this player,
it caught us off guard. The way his name was, because I didn't know that. I was saying his name wrong the whole time.
That's why I said.
AJ was calling him Cook.
I was like, "Yo, Cook, okay, Cook."
Imagine this: I'm sitting at work and I'm sitting at my desk, right, and I got like nice speakers on my computer at work, and I'm watching when I saw it, and I got and then I started pulling up highlights. And all of a sudden, the announcers start dropping his name every time he did a slam or whatever. Like, look at the D on. I swear to God, dude, I heard say the defense was good on kick.
You know what he was doing. You know what he was doing.
Exactly. And people that I was working with were looking over, going, "What the hell are you watching?" Because he kept saying his name. Like,
people say he was at work and just mad. Turned the speakers down. Like, well, let me turn this down.
I was laughing my ass off. Bro.
Yeah, that's bad, bro. That's bad.
That shit was funny.
Like you know he got bullied.
Yeah, that's
because ain't no way with a name like that. Nah.
That's a tough.
Won't get bullied no more.
Friday better be in that Hood movie thing. You know,
it is. Whatever gets second place, I'll be the next one. I think to do.
We got 40% on Hood movies. 40% on Hood movies right now. The chat's going right now. 27% on sneakers, 31% on 2K. So the chat is going to put Hood movies in the lead right now.
That's crazy because I wouldn't think that there's a lot of people like in the chat that have like seen a lot of like Hood movies.
The Hood movies?
I'm surprised about that.
Those are classics, man.
You gotta grow up in a certain household.
You're right.
You're right. I'm surprised.
Yeah, so whichever one doesn't get picked will be pocketed for next stream. Like,
hold on. 2K's making a comeback. 2K's at 35% right now.
There's 180 people watching and only 51 votes have been posted. So we should let that rock for a minute. Hey, how about this? Let this rock for a minute. If you have any questions that you want to hear our opinions or something you want to bring up, just type questions, type @Saint in the chat, and we'll start posting them and talk about
Devontae questions, please.
Yes, no.
Please, no. No Devontae.
No Devontae.
I want to know if we sign him, who's getting his jersey? That's my question. You think there'll be a Nets guy?
Who gonna hang that up on their wall? Who gonna hang that up?
Not me.
He throws his jersey in the crowd. No one's catching it. No one is catching it.
Hey, look.
This is
this shit better not touch me.
I got an @Saint question that's really good actually, because I remember this and I'm surprised we didn't talk about it more. Is remember the video where Harden was talking about to these young bucks out on the court going, I don't see any of you guys sweating. He was coming at them hard, like, you guys need to show that you want this and put in more work. And he made a comment in there saying, hey, I'm still rehabbing. And it caught a lot of us that
caught me. I was like,
yo boy Malik, like,
shout out your boy Malik. I forgot about that. Yeah. The video, go on my if you guys haven't seen that video, go on my Instagram. I posted that, but
when was it?
It was hard. He was talking to some youngins, like giving them advice, and he was like, "Y'all better be sweating by the time you do everything game speed. I want to see everything game speed." He's like, "I'm drenched right now, but I want this is a light day because I was rehabbing. You know, I'm still rehabbing.
I'm still in the rehab."
Is this recent? Is that so? He's
it was recent. Yeah, it was recent.
This was like in the last couple of weeks or so.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
These kids came up after practice, and then he was like looking at them, going, "You guys aren't even sweating." And the coach is like, like even the coach was getting the business a little bit, where it was. So that did. I mean,
that caught me off guard, bro. I was like, "What? Rehabbing?"
So I don't know. I get, and
that's kind of.
I think he said it. I think he said it just to beat it in their heads, like, I'm going through this, but I'm still putting the work in. What are you doing? Type thing.
Maybe. But
okay.
I think he had it in that way.
But let's also be real. We know after last season how tight-lipped Sean Marks and the Nets are on what the legit, like somebody's legit health issue and where it's really at. They really kind of don't throw all the information out there, and you're kind of like, well, is he okay? Is he not okay? Like, how bad is it? Like, you never got solid answers.
Yeah.
But I mean, it did make me nervous when I heard it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was like, wait, rehabbing, bro. Like, bro, we're about to start training camp. What's going on?
Yeah, that's
why
kind
I
of
was
worrisome to me, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was a little worried.
He needs to take games off.
Don't make me throw hands. What you mean?
Somebody got to make sure he takes games off.
Facts. I want to square up with Arden. Like, bro, what are you talking about rehabbing? I just saw you in Paris with little baby. Are you in Paris with little baby? You rehabbing? Like,
for the God.
I was like, you better be okay.
We got damn near 39% hood movie 2K. Oh, now it went back. So we got.
See, they're fighting in the trolls.
I guess another topic to talk about in the meantime. There's a tweet I put in the Discord. The NBA is exploring the idea of a Field of Dreams style game, which is an outdoor game for the basketball.
Yo, yeah, actually, this is something that
I might like that.
I'm saying Knicks versus Nets in Rucker or Dykeman.
That'll be tough.
I believe there was
that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah,
there was a bit of a Twitter battle on like talking about this a while ago too. Yeah. I think that would be like a Rucker Park type style game where it's just.
But I feel like that only works in New York. Like anywhere else outside is not going to be as lit. Because New York, you know how New York is like.
Well, you got Clippers versus.
We got Kyrie
in Venice Beach courts. That'll be fine.
Oh yeah, you got the Venice. Oh my fault. Yeah, LA got the Venice Beach. Yeah, y'all got the Venice. Venice would be lit too.
Our team is made for that, bro.
In Long Beach, like where I used to live in Long Beach, they have a court that's up by this like North Korean giant like friendship bell, but the court literally is on top of the cliff and it's overlooking the ocean. Like California has mad spots where you could pull off like a nice court setup. Yeah. I think like the bigger cities could really pull it off better.
Yeah, the big cities. Venice, Vegas would look cool. Vegas too.
Vegas,
but that's
LA, New York.
Vegas would have to be during the winter.
Where would they do in Florida, Julia? Where would they play outside of
Florida? They got field. They got football field.
They got a field. They got a course out there.
Alligators coming onto the court.
Because somebody would be ratchet. So like you can't do that. Maybe in Miami, like a court in Miami. But maybe, you in Miami somewhere.
In the chat, there will be so many cops in NYPD at Rucker if that happened. So much.
DJ Kazem literally came on to say, "My hat ain't better than his." Now I must remind you, DJ Kazem rocks a Boston Red Sox hat. What is wrong with you?
DJ Kazem, you're canceled. Until you burn that Boston hat, you're canceled.
Defend yourself, for real.
Julian, you missed it. Dude came up here with a Boston Red Sox hat, talking all kind. Like he said, he just.
DJ, tell me this is not true.
It's true.
It's true. Like, you can watch it back. You had the whole fitted on.
Yeah, you told him to turn it backwards. We're like, yo, turn that backwards, bro, or burn it. We told him either turn it backwards or burn it because there's no Boston. We don't talk Boston up here. Like, there's no Boston repping, no Boston gear.
He's gonna make me get.
Man, I expect more from you, bro.
I know it hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of cried a little bit at night after we got off stream. I kind of.
Yeah, we're not jacking Boston, bro. We're not jacking Boston up here, bro.
73 votes. What's the percentages there? I'm trying to check.
All right, so we're at 73 votes, 37 for hood movies, 25% for sneakers, 38% for 2K covers.
Damn, 41% at 2K. Wow, 2K stole the lead. 2K stole the lead.
I'll say by like 9, 10, it'll be finalized. So get y'all vote.
We're gonna close it. All right, vote. Make sure you guys vote now. 10, we're gonna close that poll at 9:10.
Look at Justin Luggett.
The ranking system: hood movie, sneakers, or 2K. But if you guys see in the chat, just click vote. Which one y'all want us to do?
Man, AJ, that big 3 avatar in the corner. Man, that thing that shit look nice, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They need to put. They need to put me in there though. Like
we got
that's my whole thing.
He said you in it. No one's balling out more than with Julian, man. Julian's in the starting 5.
Nah. Didn't I create? I said AJ would be the center. I'd probably be. I think we had Julian. Rage you at point guard.
Rage is power forward.
Rage is power forward. Chubbs is small forward. I was shooting guard. That was our starting five right there. Like if we actually all went to the court and played, like that's what
Who's the
we would do.
coach? Who's the coach?
Oh shit!
Who's like the coach? The
Just
GM.
Nisha.
Just Nisha or
Just
Age.
Nisha's the
We
coach?
could throw Age in there.
Or Age. Age could be the coach.
Age would probably.
Nah, Age be more like a GM. He like a GM.
Yeah, Age does have a GM vibe. He does have a
Age
GM
would be
vibe.
a GM.
Shout out, Justin Luckett. What's good, bro? Shout out Justin Luckett, bro. How you been, bro? That's on Justin Luckett in the chat.
So you ready to share your screen? Yeah,
Alright,
they just saw it like
Hold on, we're going. It's 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Okay.
We're at 39% 2K,
908, yeah.
24% sneakers, and 37% hood movies. Wow, hood movies went to 37. 2K. Oh, it's going back and forth. Okay.
Next, saying.
Damn, y'all. Somebody said Katie would be a good chef.
That's crazy.
Nicholas Reed said Age would be like Rondo, no cap.
Snap. He said Age is gonna be Rondo. Kyrie still hurt?
That's true. We gotta. Well,
somebody said Kyrie's still hurt. Is he? No, he's not.
I haven't heard anything.
Nah, he's good.
He's chilling.
I got that. We got that video of him.
Why y'all play on my heart like that? Don't do that.
Yo, pull up the video of the camp.
Oh yeah. We got some videos here.
Oh god,
pull up the video of Kyrie at camp. Yo, we got Kyrie at camp.
I gotta close the volume.
He wasn't going like 100%, but he was still going like 80.
Which video you want me to play first? The one with the kids?
No, the one, the second one.
Okay.
Where he's like going against Karras. I think it was Karras, right? Yeah, it was Karras. Yeah, he's not hurt. He sprained his ankle. Like it's not like, you know what I'm saying? People acting like he broke it.
Like it wasn't like a serious thing for real. Like it wasn't even it was a low ankle sprain, right? Like it wasn't even a bad one.
Yeah.
Well, I think that ankle sprain was worse than we want to talk about, but the reality was, I think he's good from it.
It don't take months for an ankle sprain to heal, though.
This don't look like homeboy's hurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, look at that, son. Hey, come here, Karras.
Hey, what?
Yeah, you get Karras.
That ankle looks healed to me. That ankle looks healed to me,
bro.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought that was Julian. I really did.
Dunking it like that, right?
That's why I was just gonna say.
Julian hasn't been on the show. I'm like, Julian, that's where he's been.
That's where Julian's been. He's been in the gym with Kyrie, bro.
Yeah.
Look.
He's good, bro. Kyrie's good. Like I said, it don't take months for an ankle sprain to heal. He's not even going full speed. Like he's going half speed. He's going half speed.
Yeah, he's chilling. Like he just like 70%. He's just like I'm put,
Yeah. I want to go to Kyrie camp, yo.
And look, he sits down and he's watching Kobe breakdowns. Like, come on.
How do I sign up for Kyrie camp, yo? Julian, you gotta put me on.
Oh wait, the Nets are doing like their outdoor practice session thing, and it's like next Saturday or something like that.
Oh! I signed up.
Are they doing that?
Perfect. No. Listen, what they're doing. Yeah. They just posted it, and I signed up for it. I think October 9th. I may be flying out like crazy to do this shit.
Are they gonna choose people?
They're gonna have a practice. No, I signed. If you go on Twitter, and I think it was Matt Brooks posted it or somebody like that, where you can get tickets, and they're having like a practice where some players are going to come out, and it's kind of like a media / practice / like fans get to come. Limited tickets are going to be available, but you can sign up and get tickets.
Wait, how are they going to do tickets though? Because it's a park. Everybody's going to show up.
But
you know how New York is? New York, everybody's going to show up.
They've done it before.
Let me see if I can find.
But like, you don't think everybody's going to pull up? Like it's a park, bro.
Here,
they would have to have like dividers and stuff like that, and you would have to go through a certain entrance, like
because if you tell me if KD, Kyrie, and Harden pull up to a park, that park is not going to be.
I'm saying
you can't tell me the park is going to be like
Kyrie. They managed to
the fences will be jumped. The fences will be jumped. That's just
exactly the fences. This is New York City. We're talking about.
They will be jumped. Like
you're not gonna just know dividers is gonna. They're gonna have to have like tons of police there, bro.
Of course.
They're going to have to have like the whole force over there.
It is something you can get in on. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I'll find the tweet, but I actually, it's called, no. Where did it go?
Somebody said, Isaac said I would get a drone up there. Yeah. Yo, Isaac, let us know if you get that drone, bro. So we can get the good footage. Because the drone footage would be the elite. Get the, over the crowds.
Yeah, no, but it was a legit thing.
All you gotta do.
It's called practice in the park. So here, let me post.
I remind me, it's like 2K.
It is. It's called Practice in the Park, and so yeah, it's at Brooklyn Bridge Park, Pier 2, and they do have it set up where that it's all blocked off. It says Nets will send free tickets via email on October 4th. You can sign up. Like go to NBA.com.
Oh, so you can't buy. So they got to send you the tickets.
No. Yeah. So if you sign up, if you click on the link,
it's not like first come first serve.
It's like a raffle. It's kind of like a raffle thing.
So I'm taking a chance. So you add your information and they send it to you, and I think it's going to be somewhere limited. Yeah, ticket. Okay, so tickets will be available to the public when they are released on Tuesday 5th, but they are sending out some early on the 4th. So I signed up for it, and if I get any, I'm going. So I will be.
I might as well put my name in. If anybody in the chat gets tickets, send me the footage, man. DM me the footage if you guys get tickets, because it's like a raffle. You know how these raffles go. I hate these raffles, bro. I always fail in the raffles. I've
never won a raffle in my life.
The sneaker app, the sneaker app. I'll be on a sneaker app. Like,
what's crazy?
That app, bro.
the only raffles I've won was to get net tickets.
Really?
That was at like my high school. Yeah, like I got all the I think it was like 1920 season. All raffles. Like I went to like Nets games for free.
So I never win the raffles. Let me end this poll. All right, so I ended the poll. See what the results are. Wow, it's still going.
But you had 40% of 2K. 90 votes in. We got 156 people watching. They might be watching on their phones, so easier to vote when you're on computer. But
the result? I can't see the results.
I got them right here.
What is it?
40% 2K, 35% hood movie, 24% sneakers.
Ooh.
Okay.
2K won.
So if you did vote for anything other that, if you voted for like the runner-up topic, that will be pocketed for another stream. So don't worry.
Yeah. So what was it? Hood movies? Yeah, hood movies.
Hey, if you got any ideas of fun crap like that you want to see Chubbs do, feel free to drop a line. But also
email.
If you got any Nets fan art, if you're an artist, graphic, you make shit, whatever you want, something red. Like we're all about promoting everybody. Like we're just Nets Nation, so we love it when people show the Nets. Just send an email to netskingdom@gmail. Send anything you want. Put it up on the show. Ideas, comments.
All right, put up there the share sign.
Yeah, no. AJ said that when y'all get him to 100, he gonna like do his government reveal. So what y'all guessing? Y'all know what I think it is. I think that shit.
My government reveal.
That's what I think it is. Get him to 100K, and he gonna tell y'all his government. Get him to 100K.
100K, man.
So this is the basketball game tier list maker.
Damn.
Here's the categories. I'm saying you got.
I like that playable, mid grade, decent. I like that.
And you got how did this release, and you just got never played. So this is the selection we got.
Woo!
We got old 2K.
I haven't even played a lot of the early ones.
We got Super Nintendo. We got NBA Jam, NBA Live, NBA Street. Street hoops. So yeah. So I think.
Straight off the rip.
Where do we start?
Straight off the rip, the Jordan. Where's the Jordan 2K? That has to go to top. That's top 5 2K.
11. Can we start at like 10 or 11 or 9 somewhere?
I was going off the best 2K I've played.
Let's start at 10.
Start at 10. Yeah, I think that's better.
2K10 on the cover.
Kobe on the cover. 2K10.
It was decent.
Yeah, 11 is the GOAT one.
2K11 is top 5 2K.
That shit is like one of the.
I like 2K10, but the Jordan 2K was just unbelievable.
That one was different, like the modes they had up there and everything. Like wow, bro.
Like when starting up the game first time and getting into the Jordan experience, like that's top 5 video game moment.
You remember when you could play him in the different final, the flu game?
Exactly.
Yeah. When it opened up and he looked back at the player and said, "Are you ready?" Like, nah, that's top 5.
Yeah. Yo, I love 2K. I want to play 2K11 right now, so that's all I'm like.
I got it right now. I'm about to go play Jordan.
Yeah, 2K11 is great.
All right, 2K12. You want to rank this?
Oh, who was on that? I'm trying to remember.
Jordan.
Cover.
Jordan again.
Oh, it was a 3. Was it the 3 or was it Jordan Dolo?
I like that one, bro. I might put it in like I might put that in decent.
Yeah,
I put decent.
that's
Yeah, I put decent. That was the second one. I don't know. I don't remember the second one. I just remember the first one. They put Jordan the finals.
13.
You can play with him in the finals and
13,
stuff like that.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. This shit mid. I'm
Who's
gonna
on-
tell you why.
I like 14. I ain't like 13. Like
Yeah, 13 was just
a lot of these are just this like are really similar, but it's the modes and the gameplay that separates it. Like 11 stood out because of like you said, the Jordan modes and it
and the
felt
presentation.
good. But 13 and but 13 it was kind of just like 12, but just a new cover. So it's just like I get that.
It did introduce right stick dribbling. It did introduce VC, but it had some of the most cheesiest moves. Like I remember that Euro step 3-point line thing. Like, if you had any player with like a decent 3-point, you could just do a Euro step from the mid range and it'd just be wet automatic no matter what.
I swear to God, that game had the cheese. It had the cheese moves where you could just automatically scores. Yeah, those are just automatically scores.
Yeah,
the glitch,
like,
the 2K glitch,
bro. Like, I mean, you did have the My Career where like the interviews and the choices that was lit, but it's like as the game how it played, it was like.
Somebody in the chat said 13 had the best soundtrack.
Yeah, 13 soundtrack goes crazy. It was
on the soundtrack? I don't remember.
I'd have to find it, but I think.
Yeah, look up that 13 soundtrack.
I think that's the year that I used to play a lot because I had a friend that was a Laker fan, and I would always choose the Nets. He would choose the Lakers, and we would do the thing where you could draft your team. We'd put ourselves like 1 and 2, and then it would go through, and you would basically draft your team. But I do believe that soundtrack was one of
that soundtrack was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It
was by Jay-Z, so it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one Jay-Z did.
Yeah, it was curated it. Yeah, he got all of them together, like curated.
Bro had a whole diss song on the soundtrack. Like it was crazy.
Oh, there's Mad Kanye on this.
Yeah,
Mercy.
it was crazy. It was crazy.
Jay-Z.
Yeah. That's why it's goated. Yeah.
Public service announcement. Run this town. On to the next one. Had Kanye West.
On to the next. On to the next.
Yeah, that soundtrack went too crazy. That soundtrack.
It had Mobb Deep Shook Ones part.
Yeah, that soundtrack was crazy.
It had Nas.
Yeah, that's not just them songs. That's crazy. That's
it even had. On there.
Yeah, Nas. Oh, Blow the Whistle. Yeah, that soundtrack.
Eric B. Rakim, I ain't no joke. Like,
yeah.
And then it had some weird ones like U2, Coldplay, Daft Punk, but
those are still fire. Like,
it still had. I mean, the Coldplay one I think was the one where.
Dang, that makes me want to move 13 up a little bit, bro. I don't know.
13 soundtrack was fire though.
You know what?
But that game, even 13 wasn't bad at all either though. The game was good and the soundtrack was good.
All of them
compared
like
to
good.
These two, I don't like as you play it. It's just too many animations you got stuck in, like too many wacky ass. Like players were just broken. Like Darren Williams was like a 94 in this one. Like, bro, what? Darren Williams was a whole 94 in this.
Bro,
like the gameplay, bro, has to take a leap for me to put it like high. Like a lot of them do be the same.
Somebody said he should go up because the soundtrack is fire.
Nah, I will say this: it introduced right stick dribbling.
That's the only like, and that's big because that's big. Don't get it twisted, but VC, that's like a thing that till this day hurts the game. So I don't even look at it as good. But too. I like right stick dribbling though. I like that. That made it more fun.
All right, what's 2K's next? Oh, well, so we're starting with the.
I'm gonna be honest. So we got 2K14. 2K14. I'm gonna say this.
That was Braun.
Yeah, it's Braun. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Great, but not classic.
Bro, it was good, bro, because that one especially it was the first one on PlayStation, and you could just get straight to 99, and you can because it's not like how it is now. Like it's all limited now. Like the stats aren't, like.
And it already had the best story. Already had the best story.
Exactly.
Didn't do too much.
Was great.
It was perfect. Like and that trailer when you saw like LeBron versus Kobe in that trailer and new gen graphics. I was glued to that.
I remember
that. Some people are saying.
Somebody said it was mid.
10 should be higher, right?
Maybe 2K is 2K14 is better than what I think because it was PlayStation 4, and Real Royal said 13 was the start of the park, so that's kind of that is
start of the park. My team, like everything, like it that On top of that, it's still one of the best looking 2K.
Oh, 2K10 had the cartwheel dunk in the dunk contest?
Damn.
He said it had a cartwhell dunk. Wasn't that live? Was that live?
Oh, wait. 2K13
2K.
had the celebrity team. They were like the last 2K to have the celebrity team. That was fun.
Okay.
That was fun.
Okay.
But 2K14, like now when I have a PC, like playing it on PC, like bro, this holds up so much. Even on console too. Like 2K14 definitely aged well.
Yeah, well, that was a good 2K.
Next up, 2K15.
Oof.
I'ma say
Katie's on the cover.
I'm gonna say decent because number one, demigods.
You gotta move that up, bro.
Just because Katie's on the cover, I'm putting it for decent. Yeah, I'll put decent.
Bro, you can't not. He had like 6'10", bigs, dribbling like Kyrie, shooting like Curry.
Bro.
Had the speed of what's his name, De'Aaron Fox. Like, bro, what?
I played 2K15 like 2 years ago, bro, and it was so clunky and the defense was trash. But like, it was so fun though, bro. Like,
it was,
but that demigod glitch was like stupid.
That was
the demigod.
That's what it was called. Like, you could make a 7-footer and he could do like behind, like Jamal Crawford behind the backs and shit like that. It was so broken.
Everybody
I like 15 though.
Everybody makes their my player like 7 foot.
Yeah. Hey, Justin Luckett has something to say.
Oh God, AJ over here.
AJ over Texas girl. You know it, bro. She's mad at me right now, bro.
But not like, yeah, nah.
Hey, if you got a dip, we got you.
Yeah, I might have to dip real quick.
15 had the Jordan wreck, which was fire too. That was fire. Sorry, 16.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. 16. I'm gonna be honest. It's right up there with great, not classic. Like this was fire.
Yeah, I kind of love.
Like 16 was fire. 16 was fire. My parks. That was like, in my opinion, like the best my park. Character builds was crazy. The dribbling was like amazing in that too. The my career was but overall gameplay, this shit was crazy too. All right, 17. I'm gonna put 17. I'm gonna put it in great, but not classic. I'm gonna put it in great, but not classic. But let's be that Paul George glitch was crazy.
The way I'm hearing, you might as well just go right to 2021 and put that in trash. The way people are talking about it.
Oh yeah, we gonna get to 2021. Yeah, we gonna get to 2K21, but not 17 was crazy. That's when 2K YouTube was at its peak. Like, you didn't have to everybody know who you were. Like, the minute you stepped in, people just followed you. And there was no like real like clout chasing or nothing. Like, 17 was fire. But the glitches and the VC shit was crazy in this game though.
Oh,
I might drop
here. Rage.
What
up, Rage?
Yo, Rage.
Yo, what's up? That was about time. Shit.
I didn't see that, bro.
Nah,
So Rage, what you think? The tier list so far.
Tier list, 11's good. 14, I like 14 only because like that was like that like fully revolutionized like 2K like PS4. You got Park. You have the graphics got insanely better over like because like the 2K12, 2K13, 2K11, all the graphics look the same. They all look the same. 2K obviously 2K11 had its good moments. 2K10 was fine. 2K13 was fine. 2K15 was good. Besides, the demigod shit. 17 was good. The gameplay was a fun game, but it wasn't a good game because a lot of the shit was broken, and the loading screen was terrible. 16 is great. Yeah, it's all good, and 13's fine.
Yeah, third. Yeah. All right. Next up, what we got next?
18.
Chill out.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna be honest. 18, how the hell did that run?
Bro,
how did they release that shit, bro? How did they release
How did they release aside from the glitches, like the archetype system, I feel like that was like, I think the archetype system was better than 17 because you remember 17, it was either playmaker, shot creator, or sharpshooter, and that was kind of like real, like it kind of boxed you into one thing. But in 18, you could do like, remember, like you could do shot creating sharpshooter and playmaking sharpshooter and stuff
That
like
was
that. So I like
19.
that. No, it was 18. That's when
I
that was
mean,
18.
I mean, the thing was with 18 though. I mean, like the
It
archetype
was
system was
glitchy.
like
It was
decent.
just,
I
it
mean,
was just bad.
19,
Like, it was
19 made it better. But the thing was,
Yeah,
like,
it did.
even with 17, like, it didn't really matter. Like, if you got hotspots on a player, bro, you could shoot. Like, you could shoot on any player if you got hotspots.
Yeah, nah, 19.
I just didn't like it because in 17 I had a playmaker and like his handles was crazy and I could pass, but like if I didn't green my shot, like it just wasn't good. But when 18 came out, I think I made like I did shot creation first and then sharpshooter because I was trying to make as close to possible, like Kyrie. I remember that. But
Nah, the real Royal was
glitchy.
right. The thing was with 18, it was just boring in my opinion. Like they didn't really do anything.
Like it just wasn't. They made the neighborhood, that shit was underwhelming. Like it was like bad.
It was okay.
Overall,
It was eh.
But that system though, the archetype system. That's why I like 2K19. That was like I like the archetype system, bro, because it's more like diverse and stuff, and you can make different types of builds and stuff.
I started the archetype system though. I do like the archetype system.
That's.
But I'm gonna say that,
I said before, you can only pick one.
I'll say 17 is the most influential 2K on all this.
It's the most fun to. It's the most fun 2K. It's the most fun 2K.
All the badges and like all the badges. That was like a beta version of the takeovers we have now. Like think of it, the Grandmaster badge.
Grand badge.
All that was pretty much
I got my bro. I had to grind for for badges, right? When you get Hall of Fame badges, I had to grind for 1,000 rebounds to get Hustle Rebounder at Hall of Fame. 1,000.
The real
and I got
that's the thing about 18.
That was the last 2K that was actually fun to grind badges.
The fact
but in 18 you could go. You remember that's when you could start doing practice drills and you could practice. That's another thing that I felt was like a quality of life decision because instead of going to a game, well, you could still grind for badges in game. But after the game, like you could go and grind for the difficult shots badge. You can grind for the dead eye badge and
Justin Lucky said that's why
it's not GOAT tier because of the glitches and the VC. Like it's almost as if you had to buy a VC to upgrade. On top of that, the Paul George glitch would make you want to quit the game.
I mean, 2K ever since 17 was really pay to win. I mean, 2K15, 2K16. I mean, yeah, but you could grind your play up micro. It was easy to upgrade in 15, 16, 14. Obviously, I mean, Park just started, but when they first shot Park, I mean, I'm not sure if y'all were playing during then, but Park wasn't working for a good majority of when it released. It wasn't working, but it was fine. It was fun. I liked it.
17
the storyline was
had like the archetype system that 18 had, and you can grind badges and practice and stuff. I feel like it'll be GOAT tier, but I just think because it was either you're a sharpshooter or you're a playmaker or you're a shot. I feel like that's why I wouldn't put it in GOAT tier. But I feel like
I feel like people like that though. I feel like people like just being a playmaker, being a glass cleaner, being a sharpshooter. I mean, I do like the archetype system better now, but
yeah,
it's all just people.
So 2K19, I stopped playing 2K after like 18. So
listen.
That's decent. That's decent. 19, I like 19.
Yeah, I feel like that's decent because it had the same system that 18 had. But the defense, that is the most responsive and just overall the best defense ever in a 2K game. I swear to God, go play it. The best defense, bro. You can't. The blow-bys aren't as crazy. You could actually like really play good defense on the play, and you would get rewarded for it.
Hold on. Was this the 2K where you could push?
Yes. Oh my God. That was.
Trash. What the fuck?
You can push. Are you sure? I don't remember that.
I would do that. I would push all the time.
I thought that was 18.
So no, it was 19. So from when it started, you were able to push. What I would do. So if you
they patch it.
They patched it, but bro, it took like 5 months though, bro. It took forever for them to patch it, and then it turned into a foul. Or you do a little like they'd have the big pushes. It would either be a foul or it'd be like an insanely good screen. Or they'll have the little push where like they would never be called a foul, but it would like work like better than a screen. Like it was broken.
Yeah, but I like 19 because you had that dual takeover, and so like when you got to 94 overall, oh my God, it's just a better 18 with more like it wasn't as every 2K is glitchy and just like cheesy.
And that started events, bro.
It's good you said that. Do y'all think 19 is so good because 18 was so bad?
It's just the upgraded version. Like
it was.
to be
I mean,
honest.
it was more fun though, and that was like that. I mean, obviously,
more fun.
I ranked 2K20 a little bit lower than 19 because it was pretty much in terms of what the neighborhood looked like. It was the same.
I think 20 is by like
20
easily worse than 19.
Don't
Easily
forget
worse
at the end
playable or mid grade.
At the end of this, there is going to be some restructuring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where to put?
I think
20?
13 is better than 20 though, bro. 20 is just
20
like
was
it's
a good
literally
game. 20 was fun though.
the pies though it was horrible, bro.
You didn't like the pie chart?
I hated the
was
pies,
stupid.
bro.
That shit was stupid.
It was stupid, bro. Like
they still do
you
pie
might as
charts
well
now
should have like
in 2K.
it's like
2K22.
it's like they take a step forward and take a step back, bro. You had something good with the archetype system you had. Like why didn't you keep that?
I gotta jump in here and just say this because I'm gonna give this guy a little props because this man kind of took one of AJ's headers for his videos and put it on the Goat Mike podcast, LA Kingdom. I'll give him his props. He's apologizing. He came on. He has his own YouTube thing.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
We'll give you your props, Goat Mike. Goat Mike's a Laker fan, but we'll give him. I'll give you your appreciate the apology for that. But I just wanted to jump in and say that.
Good shit, bro. Good. Thank you. I don't know what you did, but shit. Good shit.
AJ made a chant when we signed Paul Millsap and LaMarcus Aldridge. AJ had a fire like opening screen for the video when it was started. And Goat Mike, he put it on his shit because he's just starting out, and we kind of went at him. I went in his chat a little bit.
I went in there too.
Yeah, but he's cool. Like, I've listened to his show. To me it's funny as shit. But anytime anybody can say, "Hey, my bad, I fucked up," and come on and say that, that's good shit, bro. We appreciate that.
We fuck with you for that,
bro. The thing about 20 is one, they lied about so much shit in the game. They said you were gonna have custom pie charts and stuff like that, and it never came.
To be fair, Ronnie lied about that.
That shit made me mad because that's the only reason I was gonna buy. I'm like, custom pie charts, like that's good. Like I'm gonna be able because it's like the last couple years, like you can't really. In 2K14, you could make a real NBA superstar. 13, you could make a real NBA superstar, right? But it's like in 20, for example, it's like you could have like a 90 mid-range or a 93, and then your layup would be like a 70. Like that's not no NBA player. Like that's that's not. I didn't like that. That's the thing about 20 and even 17 a little bit. Like you could have a 99 3 and all that, but your handles would be low and like. I don't like that, bro. Like, I understand we don't want KD bills and stuff like that. I get it. Like, we want a limit on certain things. But I should be able to make Michael Jordan. I should be able to make Kobe. I should be able, So I feel like 20 is literally, they just took a step down everywhere that took 2K19 took a step up. The defense was worse.
You put it in playable?
I'll put it in. I mean,
I'm putting it in mid. I'm putting it.
I might rather play 18 than 20, bro. I'm
that's a little OD. If you, I'm not gonna lie. That obviously it's personal. It's personal preference, but a lot of people who play 20 can say that can tell you that it was way better. I mean,
I feel like 13 was better than 20, bro. Like 2K, bro. It was just a step down, like from everything that they did right in 19, and it's just really the pies. Like but it's like for the regular player, obviously, like some shit, like it was like maybe like a little step down, but I don't know. There's a lot of diehards that just play get off the game that just love the builds more. Yeah.
Was this the 2K where Ronnie just capped out his ass? For this one?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, he lied about. Swear to God, he lied about like.
It gotta get a doc for that one.
We counted. There's if you can go back and look because I was on it. I wasn't gonna really cop 20 because I'm just like it's probably gonna be the same thing. And when I found out about the pie charts, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not copping that shit. But he said he lied about that. You can look at videos. He lied about like 10 things. Swear to God, like 10 things leading up. And the custom pie charts, I was like, oh yes, sir. That's what I'm gonna need.
I will say,
wasn't
it in 13 where you could literally create a player, or just like you could do the training drills to increase your player? Which year was that? When did that?
You could
start?
do that. You could do that from 10 to I'd say to 16.
17.
Okay, yeah, because
10 to
like
17,
13
10 to
is like in that. Like I thought that was a good.
I do remember doing 17 like to get my overall up, going to like those training drills. Like I remember doing those vertical drills to get my overall up to like a 94 or something.
Some of those drills were tough to do to like pull off when you started getting up higher.
You'd have to, and the thing was, Saint, you'd have to get like a 3-star and be like, man, I'm only at like a 2-star, bro. I've been working at this shit for like freaking 20 minutes.
Exactly.
All right. So
once again, that's why I like 18's training better. And I don't know if they put it in 20. Do they still use that? You go in there and work on the exact badge and stuff like that?
Yeah. They still have practice. They've had practice ever since.
Yeah,
they introduced
I
in
love
18.
Changes. I love the changes from 18. It's just that everything else was just ass. Like it was horrible.
All right, 21. In my opinion, I did play it on PC. That shit trash, bro.
In
my opinion, I put it in trash, but I'll move it for y'all. I'd put it here.
The reason I'll put it above 20 is because, well, at least next gen. See, it needs to be like, this is different because next gen is easily better than 20, purely off the fact that this is like they're just starting to make it so you can really make NBA superstar players again. Like I feel like the my player builder is what, I mean, it depends on what you play 2K for, because some people just play now and they just I like shit. I always love doing my career and my player and going to the park.
My thing was with
I know that it's not good.
Yeah, you can go.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
Yeah, I know that 21 is not good, but on next gen, like I remember when I first remember because they did like an event to show the new my player builder, and it was so much. It's just so much better, bro. There's more freedom. Like you could do a 99 mid, you can do a 99 layup. Like I feel like if you're a superstar, I feel like you should have 3 things that you're able to have, like 99 or 90 and up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
So the badges, the badges you're able. The my player builder just in itself just really puts it above 20 for me. But this is next gen. If we talking about PS4, that shit need to be below 20. The
reason why 20, I put 21 trash only. The reason why I didn't like next gen was you had one build that completely dominated the game and it just wasn't fun.
That's true. I see that.
Yeah.
And then with current gen, all you're going up against, even like because like what you do, like if you hop on Park, you'll never be able to have like a actual like fun game. You're always going up against tryhards. And what are they doing? Speed boosting.
Yeah.
You're speed boosting every time. That's why 2K21 was trash to me. And right now, and then after everything we do, we'll probably like adjust some shit. But like say this, right? Like say like we didn't play like most of these older 2Ks because I know for a fact I didn't. Like we should rate like some of these covers if we haven't already.
Yeah.
When we go back, we can do it. Like when we go back, we can
readjust.
Did you guys ever rate covers?
No.
Ever rate what?
We never did
rate 2K covers. We should do that, bro. I'm telling you that shit would be fire.
All right, that's another one to pocket. I call 2K21 trash because on the PC port it is terrible. Like, bro, they still have like 8, 19, 20 rosters on 21. Like the 18, 19, like, bro, they didn't even update midway through season. Like, what the hell? Like, bro,
they still got Brandon Ingram on the Lakers.
On PC, they just stopped caring on PC. Like, they
just didn't try. Like, to me, you bro, you'll get an F tier out of me so quick, bro. If it's the same game, it's literally a worse 20. Like, you'll get an F out of me so quick, bro, because like that's really greedy. I mean, we know that they're greedy, but that's greedy, bro. Like to put all the changes in the next gen version and not put them into 21, like that's lame, bro. That shit is trash.
All right, so they don't have 22.
You don't got 22 up here?
No, I didn't put 22 on here.
22 has been a big step up from 21 and 20. Yeah. I love 2K.
It look cool.
I've been hearing. I'm finna get my charger.
So old 2Ks, I'm gonna just put them in never played. I never played these. Saint, have you played any of these 2Ks like 2K3, 2K6?
I played these shits on the GameCube. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I never played none of these shits. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, that's why I say we should rate these covers. That's why I say we should rate these covers because like there's like we're just rating newer games.
But you can't really see the covers. They're so small though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, what you can do. I mean, obviously, you can go into a search bar and do it, but I mean, it's up to you.
Right.
Or you can look. Or again, you can look up all 2K. You could just be like 2K. 2K from like when it started, and it'll just show you the different covers. I'm not sure how big or how small it is, but you might be able to see it.
Bro, why
And then
Shaq holding the ball like this though? You see how he holding that shit?
that was the game where he was 100 overall. I think so.
Was it? Yeah, I never played.
He was the only 100 overall 2K.
Never played. Okay, NBA Jam. Where would you put it?
NBA Jam, bro. That you can. I mean,
I gotta put that as that's.
I'm putting that's go. The only
That's
reason,
GOAT
but it's kind of hard to like rate it with like other 2Ks because you can't really do that because it's just an arcadey game.
This is basketball games in general.
Oh, these are just basketball. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean basketball or NBA Jam was GOAT. Definitely GOAT tier, bro. That shit was so fun.
Yeah.
You'd be able to
put this in GOAT because it has a guy from the Jersey Nets on it. Just put
bro, remember an NBA Jam where you'd be on fire or something, you'd fly up to like the ceiling and you'd be able to do a dunk. Bro, that shit was so fun.
Doing fucking backflips and it's crazy.
I will say this: before you guys were probably born, I was playing NBA Live on Sega Genesis, and that shit was fun.
So let's get into the street ball game. So where's the first? Okay, NBA Street, the first one. Where would you rank it?
NBA Street.
I put it in great.
I put it great.
Yeah, I put it in great because Street Volume 2, that's goated.
Sure, no, that's go tier. That's go tier.
This is go tier. The soundtrack was crazy. Like the whole aesthetic was crazy. Like it was a big step up because now you had customizable appearance. Like you can do like the moves were like way more out there. Like you can punch players. Like it was crazy.
Wait, y'all put NBA Street Volume 2 on there yet?
Yeah.
Like
okay, that better be
we're
top
just rating
5.
basketball
Okay, you
games.
put a
This
GOAT.
is
All
all
right.
2K.
I was about to say, you better put it. Yeah, better put that GOAT because NBA Street Volume 2 is a GOAT. That's one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
Soundtrack immaculate.
What?
Bro, like, and it's a Nets play on the cup. Come on now.
Come on, the stretch,
That's crazy.
That's one of the best games I played in my life, man.
Yeah. Okay. Street Volume 3. Where y'all put this? I put it in.
It's decent. It's decent.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It was
definitely a big step down from Volume 2, only for the simple fact, nothing. You can't really compare it to like Volume 2 because Volume 2 was so good.
I'm gonna say this: the fact that you could play as Mario and like unlockable characters, like this was on the Wii version. You could play as like Mario, Luigi, Bowser. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. You had like unlockable characters. It was crazy. Street Home Court. I'm gonna be honest. It was trash.
Damn.
Yo, what happened after Volume 2, bro? Like Volume 2 just went downhill after that, bro.
The only way I can explain Home Court being bad, the double dunks.
Oh, I hated those.
It was a button and you could do a double dunk, and it was a game to and there's modes in your career where it's games to 5 and the enemy team would spam the hell out of it. Like, what is going on?
It was like the game breaker, and then you do a double, you throw it back up after you dunk it, and it was it was just so much. It's too much.
Why would they add the double dunk system and make it so OP? For no reason.
Too much, man.
All right. Street Hoops. I'm gonna be honest. How did this really? I'm gonna just trash that. Yeah, trash that.
I didn't even know that shit existed.
Yeah, y'all remember NFL Street?
Hey, before we say anything,
I swear.
put NBA put Playgrounds and how did that release? Because I don't even know bro. That game was so bad. I got that shit for free and I didn't even play that.
It wasn't that bad. I don't know.
You said I got it for free.
That was crazy. Nah.
No. I played. So I played. So when I first got it, it was whatever. I mean, I played it like a little bit. That was like one of my first PS4 games. I'm talking 4 years ago. And bro, that shit was ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Did y'all play y'all played NFL Street? Remember NFL Street?
That was crazy.
NFL was crazy.
Street 2 was where I'm at.
Yo, NFL you remember you could jump off the wall and then you would stiff arm.
Yeah, crazy. You could juke that. It was crazy.
You crazy,
let's do live.
Oh my! There's a lot of lives that are
oh
just.
my god!
I'm gonna just say it now.
They used to be
NBA
better than 2K.
I'm gonna say this:
Yeah.
NBA Live
Yeah,
2005. That's GOAT status. I'm gonna tell you
Yep.
why. The
Yeah, it is.
All-Star weekend in this game alone is enough to put it in GOAT status. You could throw it off the jumbotron and do a backflip in a dunk contest. I don't know what other basketball game is doing that. They were throwing it off the jumbotron.
How
off
do they
the,
even
like,
get
off-
that in the game?
They don't.
Like,
2K don't be putting no effort in. Like,
motion.
Yeah. Nah, NBA,
you know,
NBA
Nah,
Live
you're
always
still
has the best dunk
you're
contest.
in dunk
Yeah,
contest,
that
bro.
that
And
dunk contest
2K
in 05 was crazy.
Yeah.
and 2K22 and dunk contest, you're still doing cradles, bro. Ain't nobody trying to steal that bullshit.
NBA Live always
Bro,
had the best dunk contest.
they've
The
been working
creative
on the-
buttons.
remember Live was supposed to come out a couple years ago and they delayed it because they want to put time into it, bro.
And they've been doing that with live
good.
recently.
Yeah.
I mean, the last live they dropped was what 19. That wasn't a bad live though.
Yep.
I thought they went out of business
wasn't-
live, yo.
Never
'Cause
played
of
live
fucking
on
2K.
the
They go out of business, bro.
2K's been
I
overthrowing them
I
out of the
hope the
water.
next one they
Ever
drop
since
is
they
better
dropped
than
NBA
2K,
Live
bro.
14, their game has just been
Nah, 'cause
terrible.
It was first NBA Live was the game to beat, and then 2K just took over after like a certain amount.
After 2K, so when NBA Live 14 dropped,
yeah,
is when it just went downhill. NBA Live 14 was terrible. It was glitchy. It was bad. Nobody played.
Yeah.
I mean, people played it because NBA Live was still on. NBA Live was still out top. Was still like the top NBA game for that time. 2K14 dropped on PS4. It automatically it made it. It was so much better. And then NBA Live just went downhill.
Yeah,
But NBA Live was good before 2K.
NBA Live
It's the
08.
best.
I'm gonna take a quick segment for Live 08. I'm gonna just say how did this release? Because hold on, I gotta pull up a picture. Because this is crazy.
Who is this guy? Goat Mike Podcast? Who is that?
The dude who stole your thumbnail.
Remember the dude that stole your thumbnail of like when we signed Millsap?
Oh, that's that
I
troll.
want to listen.
Oh,
Him and
okay.
Nicholas Reed are going at, but he did come in and he did apologize and say sorry for stealing your shit. So I gave him his little platform of
I didn't know he did.
he
that.
apologized.
Don't
He
do that shit again.
apologized. Yeah, he apologized. This is what he said. He said, "Salute chat panel, AJ. My bad, bro. What I did, bro. I'm a real one." Like he apologized. Like because me and Chubbs went on his stream. The 4 people that are watching right now.
All right, but
He had enough balls to come.
bro.
I'll give him the props. He had enough balls to come on here and admit his wrong. So
That's true.
I gave him his props on that.
Can't control people now, man. I just gotta, you know what? I just gotta copyright. I realize like this copyright thing might have to be real serious.
Make your money.
I might have to copyright my name now. This was crazy.
Because, bro, nah, like the thing is, AJ, the thing, like, if people start to do it, you're gonna have to start being an asshole about it because, like, you know, it's not that serious now, but when you get higher and higher and higher and higher up, it's kind of like, bro, like, especially like if you do it or like somebody like you have does it, it's like, bro, you know, at least you can do is give credit.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the picture because the graphics in this game was crazy.
Blaze just checked in.
Shout out Blaze. Shout out all the London, UK.
Blase.
London. Big up in London.
David S also said and copyright your Cacok jokes.
Oh God.
Yo, chill, bro. Yo, he's not gonna be on the team.
You guys, bro, why were you guys joking about my boy Devontae, bro? It's not like he was like it's not like he was like an undrafted rookie that played in the fucking Lakers for like 5 minutes a game.
Yo, who is
This is from NBA Live 08. Who you think this is? Who do you think this is?
That looks so bad. Bro.
Who is this?
Oh my God.
Sean Marion.
Bro, this is Sean Marion.
That's Sean Marion? Oh my God.
I'm such a good guesser. Holy crap.
That was
Sean Marion. This is meant to be Sean Marion.
He made his like face darker than his body.
I put it in how did this release? NBA Live did not capture their players good at all.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
This is before we advance to anything, but what I got one question. I don't know anything about this fucking Cacok dude. So is he good? like at anything.
We barely talked about how good he is. We just made fun of his name.
Did you just call him Cacok?
I'm fucking calling him Cacok, bro. I'm not fucking.
Yeah.
You know what would be better if you just. You know what would be better if his last name was just Cook, bro. If his if his last name was just Cook, it'd be better.
We tried talking about him because I was saying his name this whole time wrong. So we started talking about it in the chat, and then Sam was like, "Nah, the way you say it, his name is whatever." So
fucking Devontae.
So we started talking about him, and then we saw the chat put mad eggplant emojis in the chat, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this no more."
But listen, Rage, two things you got to do: A, go back after this, watch the stream part where we start talking about him. But the second thing you have to do is go watch highlights of him last year with the Lakers and listen to and listen to how the announcers say his name as he's going to the rack and like dude,
pause.
You cannot make this shit up. Like the shit that these guys were saying.
What's up, Julian?
We were talking about him, and somebody posted an eggplant, and after that, it was just straight for like 5 minutes, just straight like fruitiness.
Yeah, it was bad, bro. It was mad eggplants in the chat. I was like, nah, I'm not talking about this guy no more.
But
just go watch the highlights. That's all.
Yeah. Speaking of trash games, we gotta talk about NBA Elite 11.
Oh my god,
that shit sound like
that was so bad.
This was
so bad.
This was meant to be NBA Live 11, but they try to change it up and call it Elite 11. Like, this game was so bad it didn't even officially release. They just scrapped it before it even came out. Like, it was so bad. Bro, if you look it up, there's an infamous glitch in the demo of a just Meta World Peace just standing there in like a T pose in the middle of the court. Like, it was crazy. Like this game,
this Meta World Peace.
How bad is a game where it had to get scrapped just before like?
Hey, speaking of Meta World Peace, y'all know that dude changed his name again? It was probably like a couple years ago.
To Ron Artest?
Not to Ron Artest, but to something else.
Oh, he did?
Meta Sandiford Artest. So he's not World Peace anymore. He's Sandiford Artest.
Sandiford? What?
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know what a Sandiford is. You'd probably have to ask his fucking his grandmother. Maybe she has something to do with that.
ESPN.
I don't know.
I'm be honest. Didn't play.
It said he actually Ron Artest considered changing his name to Queensbridge after hometown New York City.
Wow.
Didn't play.
Hey, unpopular opinion. Maybe he should have just stuck with Ron Artest. I don't know.
He changed it back to Artest anyway.
How about you just say Ron Artest instead of fucking being Meta?
As of May 6, 2020, his name was Meta Sanford Artest. Yeah.
Right.
How many times can you change your name? Is there like a limit?
No.
Bro, and you can change it to anything. There is definitely some retards in the world that have changed their name to some crazy shit.
You can change your name as much as you want.
You change your name like 40 times.
Like 40 times.
Why would someone ever like actually like try, like I don't know like especially like something stupid.
Yeah, like this is weird, bro. Meta World Peace is different, bro.
But college hoops 10 or NCAA basketball 10, I'm gonna put that in deep. I'm gonna put that in great actually. But a simple fact, the dynasty mode was crazy. You could scout like freshmen from high school and bring them up into like your own college that you selected. Like the whole dynasty mode was insane.
Yeah, I remember dynasty mode.
Like you could literally make like an Alabama in the dynasty mode. Like it was stupid.
Bro, nah, you know what should really happen, bro? Devontae should fucking change his name, bro. Pull some Meta World Peace type shit, bro. Hopefully, if he signs, hopefully he doesn't. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want him to like not make the team because you know what would be crazy. You know how Iron Eagle said Shamalama Ding Dong, bro. Imagine
it would be crazy.
We got Cacok, bro, and he's just going crazy.
Mm-hmm. No, it's crazy.
He's gonna start sounding like a bird or something.
All right, so it's reconstruction time. So like, what goes up, what goes down?
I will say this. I think 2K20 is way better than what we're saying it is. I think it's decent. I think 2K20 is decent. I liked it. It was fun. 13's fine. I didn't really play 13. 13 was just whatever, you know.
You know what? I'll put 13 up and put 10 down.
Yeah, you got to put 13 in decent because of the soundtrack.
Yeah. 10 is mid. There's not. I mean, I'll put 10 mid. 2K15. I'll put 2K15 in great.
Cacok world peace.
I'm calling him Cacok, bro.
Cacok world peace.
I'd put 2K14 down.
Cacok cake. What the fuck?
You put 14 down?
It's cup Cacok cake.
So you put 14
this is getting crazy. Can't make this stream up, bro.
Real Royal said 10 is not mid.
10 is not mid.
10 is decent. 10 is fine. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's mid.
You know what? I'll put 12 down and put 10 mid.
I like 12.
I didn't really watch
2K12 was like my first 2K. Like I actually played. Obviously, I played games early. I played games like after. Like I played 2K10 like after I played 2K12, and 2K11 after I played 2K12. But I like 2K12. It was fun.
The Real Royal said he can give 100 reasons why 10, 15, 16 is GOAT, but then he said that,
what?
Hey.
15.
16. I'll put 16 GOAT because 16 was all around.
No, 16. Yeah, 16 was good.
16 was GOAT. The only reason 17 is not a GOAT game was because it was very glitchy. The gameplay was kind of ass, but it was fun, and that's like the main idea of a video game, right? So
yeah.
And in terms of fun, 2K21 deserves to be trash. 2K20 it deserves to be decent because I enjoyed 20.
Okay.
I put. I mean, I don't think anything's like really mid like that.
I'll put it mid. I'll put 20 mid.
I don't know. I think
a
little bit too much hate, bro.
Hey, Cakes Blue. What's up, Cakes Blue?
Look who decides to come on and say some stupid ass shit. Swaggy, this has probably got to be the dumbest shit you ever said.
Nah, I told Swaggy, I said I'm banning him from Discord after his video he dropped, bro. I'm about to ban you, Swaggy.
That has got to be the dumbest shit.
I saw that video on my feed. I was like, Swaggy, what are you doing?
But the thing is, I have seen him crazy shit. He was like, I do remember before the draft, it was like, oh my god, the Rockets are getting Cade Cunningham.
Swaggy here, man.
Swaggy, man. I don't want you to talk about no that stuff after that video, Swag.
Swaggy, you gotta get this.
I was deported, bro. I look at my feed, right? I see because I subscribe to Swaggy, right? So I look at my feed, I see Kyrie Irving and trade for Ben Simmons makes sense. Mad exclamation points. I was like, oh my god, Swaggy. How could you do this?
Does it really make sense though? Why would you put Simmons on a team with James Harden?
Well, like that one ball argument is actually true now. I don't see Ben doing well off ball.
Yeah, Ben can't play. He can't play off the ball.
Wait, what if you ask Ben Simmons to sit in the corner? What is he gonna fucking do? Nothing.
He can't play off the ball. He can't play off the ball at all.
What has Kyrie ever done without Braun? We did have that conversation.
What has Kyrie ever done without Braun?
I mean, he won a 3-point contest. He was a rookie of the year. I mean, 20-point per game score, all-star player. I mean, that is what he did.
What has Ben Simmons done in this world?
Yeah, what has Ben Simmons done?
What has he done without him? Bro, Simmons is the poster child of being. I mean, he is another second. What should we call it? He's another sidekick. He's a sidekick to Embiid. That's just what he is.
Bro, he doesn't play off the ball. He can't shoot. And we can't play him in the fourth quarter. There's a reason why 76ers fans don't like him. He can't shoot free throws. You can't even play him in the fourth. How can your starting point guard can't play in the fourth quarter? You can't play. How
does your starting point guard not have enough confidence to go up for an open dunk?
Put it this way. I watched the video on YouTube and it explained it perfectly. What if I told you like 5 or 6 years ago, Ben Simmons, the #1 draft pick in the game of his life currently, will have 5 points in a game 7. A #1 draft pick.
Kyrie ain't do that.
Kyrie pours in a game 7.
Ben Simmons plays defense and won't take games off to go to a party, bro. But Kyrie plays when it matters, though. At least Kyrie will show up when it matters, unlike Simmons. Yeah. That's just
Ben Simmons is not clutch, bro.
I'd rather have Kyrie fucking sit out the whole year and him just playing the playoffs over Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Although Anthony Davis did say if they offer Embiid for Kyrie, I'll take it.
Some of those games.
I'll take that in a heartbeat.
Some of those games.
What do you
games.
say about that, Julian? I know Julian's
What?
eating his
Embiid?
Chinese food or something. What do you eat?
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do
Embiid over
that.
Kyrie.
They wouldn't do that.
Would you take Kyrie for Kyrie?
Kyrie got better defense, so
Oh,
there's no reason. There's no reason.
This would never do that. They would never do that though.
Kyrie can play the 5.
Some of those games Ben Simmons was playing though, he had the same points as when Kyrie's not playing because he had some zeros. He had some zeros in those.
He had some zeros. He had some 4s. He had some. Like,
he had some 4 points. Come on,
like you have 4 points. You know how much he's contributing, bro. That's like PJ Tucker status right there.
And here's the thing: Ben Simmons, while yes, he is a scrub for scoring, he is elite at everything else. But you need to score if you want to be on the Nets. I can't stress.
If you're a point guard, what should you be able to do most? You should be able to shoot the ball and at least score. Obviously, he could drive, but it's not. I mean, he's not. He's still a guy who looks like
it seems like he's scared.
He can drive, but like if you can really drive, would you really pass up an open dunk in the time when it matters? Like, and the thing is, like, you need to be able to space out the floor. If you're only good for like everybody who can play on ball can at least shoot off the ball. Like I said,
we already have Harden to be our playmaker, so it's like putting Ben Simmons would not work. That would not work. Ben Simmons needs the ball to actually be good.
Harden off the ball makes no sense either.
And it's
and
not.
if you're not going to shoot good, you better do the thing. Like, if you're not going to shoot good, you better be elite at finishing. You can't just not shoot and then you scared to finish and you're not, and you can't be aggressive. Like, if you're going to do one thing, you better do that one thing to the best of your ability. Like, for real.
And it's not like he can't score. What
if Sean Marks offers him all our young pieces for Ben and like 2 second-round picks? You doing it?
I would say we would get investigated immediately by the league.
Sixers aren't doing that, though.
Yeah,
the Sixers aren't doing that. You know what you'll have to do would be like you have to add Kyrie Irving onto that because they're not taking
the Sixers want.
They're being assholes on trying to get rid of Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're just saying anything in the chat now.
The amount of what the Sixers want for Ben is so out of reality touch that it is going to be so hard to get rid of that guy. Like, they're going to have to come down. It's really going to come down to who's going to play.
And Ben Simmons won't play for them. Ben Simmons won't play for them. They know that they can maybe get something if they wait, but you gotta be I don't know, bro. You got to.
Ben Simmons is like
good.
It's like adding another center to your team with Ben Simmons, bro.
They should have got Harden.
Hey,
like adding another center.
Harden, bro. I bet they feel stupid as hell not getting Harden.
Are we done with this thing? I can take it down or keep it up. Are we still?
Y'all want to change anything? Like,
are we satisfied with it?
It's official.
Satisfied with it.
Yeah, it's good.
So this is the best basketball games like ever.
AJ, so what I did mention, like, it's like if it's like, like, obviously if you're able to see it, because obviously you weren't really able to see it, but if we can do like rating 2K covers, that would be cool.
Oh, 2K covers?
We can do that right now.
We got to do the we got Hood Movies. Hood Movies is next after this one because people were wanting the Hood Movies.
Yeah, that was second.
Sneaker one is good too. Sneakers, I like sneakers.
I
wanted to do sneakers, bro.
Sneakers would be crazy. I would do sneakers because not everyone has watched Hood Movies. Everyone knows like how good. Like, you're like, oh yeah, that sneaker looks cool. That sneaker looks cool.
I'm gonna show y'all the sneakers one real quick because it's not like it's a lot. I'm gonna just show y'all real quick.
Still a work in progress.
Oh no,
he's in the comments. He's saying he's arguing that he said Harden played with Russ last season, so
Russ
imagine Ben
score.
Simmons.
Russ could.
He didn't have the best year. That wasn't Harden's best year.
And Russell Westbrook had one of his worst years ever.
That wasn't Harden's best year of his career. Was it? He's had better years than that.
He had a really
season.
crazy performance against LeBron. His efficiency wasn't crazy, but in the playoffs, like when he played against the Lakers, he did pretty good.
He got exposed. Yeah, they got exposed.
And wouldn't Simmons be unhappy just sitting in the corner doing nothing?
Like I said, he wouldn't get minutes. He wouldn't get a lot of minutes on the Nets because, like I said, you can't play Simmons down the stretch because of his fouling. Simmons,
you could be our center if you want to be.
Let's be honest, though. Russell Westbrook is so much better of a player than Ben Simmons that it's like
Yeah, he is.
Like you can't even compare just because he had the career of his life next to Harden, and Harden makes people that much better. Yeah, you could make the case that Ben would probably be getting a ton of lobs.
Russ isn't scared.
But the thing was, Westbrook did played really bad in the playoffs. He was a no-show. He was terrible.
But Russ is gonna get he's gonna get a triple double with or without Harden. I'll tell you that. He's gonna get a triple double with or without Harden. You don't need Harden to
kind of shut Russ down a little bit. LeBron kind of shut Russ down.
The important factor is here is you don't need Ben Simmons. You need Kyrie Irving more than you need Ben Simmons.
You need LaMarcus Aldridge more than you need Ben Simmons.
Our depth, bro, we got good depth. We're in a good space right now.
Andre Drummond more than you need Ben Simmons.
You need Devontae Cacok before you need Ben Simmons.
Claxton can do everything Ben can do, but just except for playmake. You can do everything Ben can do except for playmake.
But put this way with Ben Simmons,
and Ben isn't even like amazing at that. Like he's not a Harden or LeBron or nothing like that.
He's not that gifted at passing either. Yeah, he's okay. He's not a great passer, but he's you know what I'm saying? He's an okay passer. He's not like Harden, LeBron, LaMelo. He's not like LaMelo.
Next need defense, not scoring. Kyrie does nothing else.
But put it here. The thing with Ben Simmons is that he can't score. That's not the problem. We have Bruce Brown on our team. I'm pretty sure we'll live with someone that's not good at scoring.
I mean,
it's the fact that he refuses to score. It's moments where it's like he has a prime position to score, and he'll do some dickhead shit like pass it out when you're backing down Trae Young. I don't think you understand how that, like, there's a mental block. There's something wrong in his head.
Exactly. Just because you do something, if that you're able to do more things than somebody, doesn't mean that like you're more valuable or you're better. Because he can do more than Steph can do. Can he out rebound? Can Steph out rebound him? No. Yeah. Does Steph has better defense than him? No. But Steph, you would want Steph over Ben Simmons. Like it's not. Yeah, he can do more because he's taller, but. No, bro.
What's Swaggy arguing right now? Like, Swaggy, what are you arguing, bro?
I'm saying,
what are you arguing? He's saying Kyrie's been hurt. Like, why are you bringing that up?
Bro, Giannis injured him, bro. Like that shit makes me mad. Like he just got injured.
And the thing is, you can say the same thing with Trae Young, bro. But the thing is, with Trae Young, that was so unfortunate how he got hurt. How Trae Young got hurt, how Giannis got hurt, like anything.
A lot of people got hurt this year. Everybody was hurt this year.
Yeah,
Saint, I put a preview of one of the tier lists that didn't make the cuts. I'm just preview.
Ben Simmons is not bro. He doesn't affect the game. Even if he got hurt he got hurt in 2022.
This was the
in 2020 the bubble. Ben Simmons got hurt in the bubble. Yeah, arguing with Swaggy. Ben Simmons got hurt in the bubble. So what are we at?
Yeah, I like this.
You should do models, bro. Like, because colorways, hold on.
Yeah, like you got a little bit of everything. You got off-white.
You know how long this is going to take to fucking do that tier list? That's like a 2-hour tier list.
They're not a better team with Ben Simmons, bro.
What's wrong with you?
We're not a better team with. How
does he make this team better and he didn't make his last team better? What are you talking about?
They
lost because of him. They lost because of him. What are you talking about?
With these shoe tier lists, I mean, I think what we should do, I like the other colorways thing, but have Air Jordan 1s, Air Jordan 3s, 4s. You have Yeezy 350s, you got Yeezy 750s.
I think somebody is hijacked Swaggy.
We should do that.
The way he's coming out tonight is like, this is not.
He's wilding, bro. He's on something, bro. Like, what's going on?
Because it doesn't fit with Embiid. What does that mean, bro?
Exactly. That's a better team.
He fits worse with Harden and.
Kyrie's not gonna have no fucking 5 points, bro, in a die-hard series, bro. He's never ever done no shit like that, and he's played in.
He's getting 20. He's getting at least 20. Even a bad game for Kyrie Irving is 20 points minimum.
Do we want to let Swaggy come up here and try to?
Bro, Kyrie in elimination games in the finals, bro, averages 31. He shoots 51 from the field and 51. From the three. In 5 elimination games in the finals.
Obviously, yes, he was with LeBron, but people cannot forget how good he played Steph that game 7.
Yeah, facts. You gotta give Kyrie his credit, bro.
Steph was not good at all in that game.
Kyrie hit the shots.
Steph plays like that amazing point guard that everyone says he is. They're winning that game 7, but Kyrie was doing good against them. And Steph Curry,
he did good. That shot wasn't easy either. That shot was not easy.
He did arguably better the next series. Like, and when KD was there, he did argue. He scored better than. He had more points he had better like scoring averages. Like he shot more efficient from the field and from the three, which is really crazy. You know, Steph shot like 38 from the three.
Swaggy's wilding,
like
bro.
42.
Yo, who's on Swaggy's account right now, bro? You said Ben does everything better than Kyrie besides score. So we just forgot about free throws.
Well, put it this way. Ben Simmons this season had the easiest path to the finals. Really think about it. You had most of your pieces there.
So now
everybody else is injured.
What the fuck is, bro? What are you talking about? What do you mean no team with defense in the top 10 is not winning? Do you see what
I don't want to ban him, but I might have to ban him.
Our defense was logging
our defense is like top 30 or some shit. And we just almost 3-0 to defend the championship with no Harden. What are you talking about? What is happening?
We beat the Bucks by 40. We beat the Bucks by 40 points. By 40 points without James Harden.
I think Swaggy.
What are you talking about, bro? Like we beat them by 20 game 1 and by 40 game 2. And if Joe Harris hits one shot, it's 3-0.
Points?
And we really beat them by 50, but they took our starters
and if you give us James Harden, you give us James Harden. You literally have James Harden for one game. James Harden by himself can win at least one game against the Bucks. At least one game.
The fact that he said the Nets defense is laughable, like that's hilarious because we weren't even the last. Even though if our defense was bad this year, we weren't the last defense in the NBA. We weren't. We were still 20, 22. We weren't the worst defense in the NBA. So
hold on a second. Then, and first of all, Swaggy, last year was not about the best team winning. It was about who stayed healthy. We damn near took the Bucks to Game 7 and won with a 30% James Harden, no Kyrie, and they were fighting for their lives to win that game and go on eventually.
We played Bruce Brown.
We lost the next two to Milwaukee, bro. Because KD's alone.
We played Bruce Brown that whole game. Nick Claxton got 1 minute. Blake Griffin played that whole game. You give us, oh my gosh, Paul Millsap. You give us LaMarcus Aldridge, James Harden, Kyrie Irving.
Man, hey. Bro, are you a fan? Like I'm questioning.
Yeah, Swaggy, take that Harden logo.
Say that Harden.
You're literally like you're you're rooting against us winning. You're saying no team.
No, but AJ, if you have seen his account, he does do drunk streams sometimes, so you never know what he's on right now.
And to be fair,
everything Nets that you own, Swaggy, and just put it away.
To be fair, Swaggy, you did
send it to me.
You did alternate from the Rockets and were like on the Nets train for a hot minute because Harden came over here, and then all of a sudden playoffs happened.
Yeah, I know he's not a Nets fan though. He's not
then the draft happened, and you swung heavy back to the Rockets about all these great videos, and now you're like.
Harden going to the Nets was weak. Okay.
Oh my God. Good. Go to sleep, Swaggy.
Are you so? But I thought you were a Harden fan.
Yo, he is trolling tonight. I don't know.
This is bro. Just to get him mad, bro. Cade is
just
better. Cade is better than Jalen Green, by the way.
Where's Isaac? Isaac.
Hold on. All this.
Swaggy's mom, bro. I'm at to ban Swaggy. I'm banning to ban Swaggy, bro. Like I didn't want to do it, bro, but I don't have to do it. Bro.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna write down a bunch of things I'd rather have than Ben Simmons on my team.
I will say this: I'm surprised that this is here.
Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm doing it. I
want to see it.
Gotta do it. No. Gotta do it.
Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Don't do it.
See what he put?
What did he put?
This is Swaggy, bro. Swaggy, make this your display, please.
How the hell are you a Harden fan but say Giannis owns your franchise?
Make this your profile pic, bro.
Oh,
make this your profile pic, bro.
Yeah, that's your new profile pic right there, Swaggy.
Yeah, he's wilding, bro. Swaggy's on some. I don't know what happened tonight, bro.
I don't know what. Yeah, I just unsubscribed to Swaggy too. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, he's wilding, bro. That shit is. I can't take that shit, bro. On that slander, man. Like, come on, son. He's just saying anything, bro.
And this is the same guy that we help promote his show. Like, hey, check out Swaggy. He's got some good knowledge. Yeah,
Like,
Get
bro,
out of here with that.
Ben
Talking about no
Simmons?
team outside,
Bro,
bro. He literally rooted against us
Ben
winning, bro. He
Simmons.
said no
Oh,
team
sorry.
in the
You're
top
talking about
10.
Ben Simmons,
Giannis
though.
owns your franchise.
We're talking about 20% from the foul line, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons who passes up dunks and layups. Ben Simmons that doesn't take any jump shots at all. We're talking about Ben Simmons. He's talking about Ben Simmons is going to make the Nets a godly. Are you serious, Swag? Like, I can't believe this guy is really talking about
Ben Simmons
like,
had the easiest path to the finals this year and still fumbled the bag, and he's in here
Ben
hard.
Simmons.
Five in the fourth, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie. It's like the 76ers had no excuse to be that bad and lose to the Hawks. You had everybody healthy except Danny Green, but I'm not even counting that fucking useless that dude. You have Simmons. You still have Embiid. You have all of those pieces. You have no excuse not to make it past the second rounds. Nobody got hurt that really mattered.
yeah.
Man,
None of your stars got hurt,
bro.
and you still losing 7 games to the Hawks. The 20, you know, the average team with
They were supposed to win that
goals,
series. They were supposed to
average-
sweep that
Bro,
series.
Like, bro, you're saying that like Ben makes this team better, bro. He didn't make his team better. I'm confused about James. I'm perplexed.
There's a
I'm
reason.
perplexed,
You
bro.
had
No,
it- you
the Nets will
literally-
never hate Kyrie. The Nets
You
fans will never
literally-
hate Kyrie. So Sixers fans hate Ben Simmons. Every
literally-
Sixers fan I know hate Ben Simmons.
How do you literally had a team of Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Embiid, and at one point they had I'm trying to remember the point.
He still
guard's
lost to the
name,
Hawks.
and
You
still
still-
lost.
How do you
Still
lose
lost
to the Hawks? Like the Hawks have no playoff experience, and you lost to that.
Yeah.
You meant to be this all defensive, and Trae Young soloed your whole squad. That's
You
crazy.
lost to Kevin Herter.
Yes, Kevin Herter and Trae Young cried. your
Kevin
whole-
Herter
You
dogged
lost to
this
Kevin
nigga, bro.
Herter.
Bro,
I'm talking about Ben
Yeah,
Simmons.
bro.
I'm
Yo,
talking about Ben
AJ,
Simmons guarding Giannis. Ben Simmons couldn't even guard
DeAndre
Kevin
Hunter got
Herter.
hurt? Didn't DeAndre
That's
Hunter
what I'm
get hurt?
saying,
Didn't
bro.
Cam Reddish get hurt?
Max. Like I said, he's talking about Ben Simmons guarding Giannis.
Bro,
Ben Simmons couldn't even guard Kevin Herter and Trae
tripping,
Young.
bro.
Like, come on, son.
He thought, bro. I'm still
listen,
stuck. Like he's literally like
I
rooting
don't-
against us to win,
but
bro.
let-
Like
but
what's
listen,
wrong with you?
As far as the Kyrie injury last year, you can't okay, so he had surgery. He had a lingering injury from the Celtics. You
Yeah.
had to get surgery. That was a smart move to do. And his last year injury, you can't put that on like the injury prone where dude's running down the court and all of a sudden he pulls up, oh, my hammy. Like I could get that. But dude literally was in the middle of the air and had Giannis undercut him and get right underneath him as he's coming down and lands on his ankle. You can't put that on saying
You can't,
that
bro.
Kyrie's weak.
That's just so
Like,
unfortunate.
yeah,
The chances
that
of that
could've
happening
happened
is at an all-time low. And Julian,
Any of
people, the
healthiest players in
people
league.
that I see hate on Kyrie and the people that come in the chat, that bro, I'm telling those people make me appreciate Kyrie, bro. I swear they do.
We got
I'm
another
telling
one
you
in
because
here.
it's stupid.
Durant,
Like
Ben Simmons,
I remember
best
when that
defender in
happened. He was
NBA.
like,
Oh,
Ben
Ben
Simmons best
Simmons,
defender.
best defender.
No,
If that's
he's
the-
not, bro.
Nah,
Kyrie
Julian-
put 40
Julian
on him.
can't
What are
get-
you talking
If
about?
that's the case, why did Beal drop 60 on him, Booker drop 40 on him, and Kyrie drop 37 on him just by himself?
No
Bro,
player
y'all
should
making my-
ever drop
y'all-
60 points in a game
Y'all
ever.
making my stomach hurt,
And,
bro.
if I'm saying
60 on
corrected, I
him,
think Beal did that
Damn.
shit twice. I think Beal dropped 60 twice.
60
Yeah.
points.
Right.
No,
I think
I'm not gonna lie. And right now's game and with the way he has such amazing defense. No player should ever drop 60 points in a game. No player should ever do that.
Yeah.
You should never let a player
If you
score
a
that
defensive
many
player
points.
of the
You can't
year, bro,
score
like,
60 and be the best
come
defender.
on,
in the
bro.
NBA. If somebody scores 60,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Give me Steven Adams. Give me Steven Adams.
I will give Ben Simmons that. Like if he was on the
Drew's a better defender than him.
Could he impact the Nets in some way? Of course he can. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
at the end of the day,
Mhm.
if you're telling me you're going to take Kyrie Irving or Ben Simmons, and you literally think Ben Simmons is going to be a bigger impact than Kyrie Irving, you're hot. Like you are high, you are drunk.
Yeah, come on.
Like
son.
you are not.
Yeah. Like I said,
just-
limited minutes, bro. He can't play minutes. We can't play Ben in the fourth quarter because of the foul thing. He's gonna get fouled, and then you can't go small with Ben because
That's
he can't
literally
shoot.
how bro. You know what's crazy with all the scoring that we say we have. Like we have,
Yeah.
you still have Kevin Durant and James Harden, and you'll still manage to get outscored because all they have to do is foul Ben Simmons.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna do hack a Ben, and with Ben Simmons, it's like It's funny how we're arguing Ben Simmons right now, but with Ben Simmons, it's like
after what just happened, like what the fuck? Like
yeah, it's like
real, bro.
He came out of nowhere standing for Ben
bro, you
Simmons.
weird. Like, what are you talking about?
You standing for Ben Simmons?
I'd rather have, like I said, I want somebody that's mentally strong when it comes to the finals, game sevens. I can't have nobody that can't take the pressure.
I want somebody who can make it past the Hawks.
Kyrie is mentally strong.
Make it past the Hawks.
And he talking about
Kyrie Irving had LeBron James, but what do? They beat the best team of all time, arguably.
I can rely on Kyrie in the fourth quarter. I'll tell you that. I'll give the ball to Kyrie in the fourth quarter. You can rely on Kyrie in a game 7. You can rely on Kyrie in the finals. You know what I'm saying?
Until Kyrie gets back into the finals and gets in there and they win it. Unfortunately, people are going to go at him, and for whatever reason you look at his history of injuries or why he hasn't been back there or whatever negative aspect of Kyrie's career since the LeBron James winning that title, hitting that shot. Yeah. You could say some of the criticism is justifiable, but a whole lot of it's not. And at the end of the day, the narrative against Kyrie, and I've been one of those people that have he's irritated me. But at the end of the day, you literally have sports people. You literally have everybody else, like NBA fans that are not fans of Kyrie, where it's like it pretty much is like the guy can do no right, no matter what. And quite honestly, the only way it's going to stop is if Kyrie does go in this year, has a solid year, stays healthy as in the playoffs and produces and solid and we win it. Then maybe people might shut up, but then you'll probably hear, oh, well, it's because they had KD.
He has KD.
Because they had Arden. You know, I get it. But at the end
of the day, when Kyrie's on the court and focused, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over when he's on the court and focused. I can't speak for the off the court stuff, but when he's on the court and focused, like I said, it's Ben Simmons, really?
Why
I'll even take Kyrie's defense. People are saying Kyrie's bad at defense. Oh, Kyrie! I've seen Kyrie play defense. I've seen Kyrie play defense.
When Kyrie is motivated,
he blocked Steph like 3 times in one game in the finals,
bro. There's defensive highlights of Kyrie out there like this year. Like I've seen Kyrie lock in on defense, and when he locks in defensively, he's actually pretty good at defense. I'm not gonna lie. For real. He locks in.
Yeah.
When he's locked in, he's not bad. He's not bad.
And the thing is, the annoying thing, like people don't know who has the vaccine and who doesn't, and everyone just automatically assumes Kyrie doesn't have the vaccine, or Kevin Durant doesn't have the vaccine, or James Harden doesn't have the vaccine. Nobody knows. I don't know why people always automatically assume some player doesn't have the vaccine, or some people is totally against it. And they don't agree with it, and they're not going to play because that's what they stand for. Like nobody knows that, and everyone's like. And even with the assumptions people make, like this person loves this other person, that's why he's coming to our team. Like, no, how do you know that?
Yeah. It's all the. I hate all these people
all these people think they're NBA insiders, bro. Like nobody, like you've literally never heard anybody like talk like about anything. You're just assuming.
Yeah, like I said, and people watch these first shows like First Take, Undisputed, and. Like y'all gotta understand, like
even they don't know what's going on. And
a lot of that is for ratings.
They're saying it. Yeah. They're saying it because that's why. Like you're not in any situation. You're never gonna say you'd rather have Iguodala shoot the ball over Steph Curry. You're never.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of those people.
You're never gonna say LeBron James is a bad basketball player. You're never gonna say Kyrie Irving for Ben Simmons is a smart idea. Like you're never gonna say that. You're never like I've said this before. You in one of these sports shows. Someone could say that Michael Jordan is not a top 10 player of all time. There will be someone who agrees with it. Why? Because of ratings.
Oh, yeah. But look at this. Somebody on Twitter posted Kyrie was sitting at a WNBA game in the vaccinated section. So
it's still not clear though, because we don't make sense.
It's not clear. It's not
clear because he's Kyrie Irving. He's Kyrie Irving.
And AJ, but people got to realize like nobody. You can't automatically just say this guy doesn't have the vaccine. What about Kyrie, bro? Yeah, what does Kyrie have the vaccine? Yeah, bro. Because we just totally know what was going on in Kyrie's social life.
Does LeBron have the vaccine? Does Ben Simmons?
Some people say yeah. Some people say LeBron.
I hope all these people that ask these questions know that nobody really knows. Not even these NBA insiders know. If these people that do everyday Nets reporting don't know. So what makes you think we would know?
Yeah. And the thing with we won't, like I said, we won't know until the season starts. And when the season starts,
announced.
The season starts. Even when the season starts, right? We'll still won't know because some people will have religious exemption. You know, some people will have these exemptions that let them,
and they won't. And I guarantee you, if Kyrie has like if say like just for example, if say Kyrie doesn't have the vaccine and he does have the religious thing, I don't think they mention. I don't think they say.
No,
I don't think they openly go out and say that.
Yeah.
So we could so somebody could think, oh my, okay, so that means Kyrie has the vaccine. Like that, who knows?
So I mean, because the one thing you can say about the Nets organization is that they really.
They keep everything private. It's very private.
And they really, and you got to give them props to that, is that they actually give a shit about the player's private life, and they're not out there to
not going to put their
they're not going to put it out there. The good thing is that at least teams have good enough respect to at least not to let people know, not let the world know about people's personal issues or personal life or whatever,
like for instance,
or what they're doing.
Take the DJ thing. I remember there was somebody. I was in one of the Twitter spaces, and I'm trying to remember what his name is. He brought up an interesting topic about DJ, and it made sense. Like I think there was more to that DeAndre Jordan issue of him sitting. Like I think this person, I don't know if it was Jay from Brooklyn, it might have been Jay from Brooklyn, I believe. Like he was on here earlier. Like he's a pretty smart dude, and he sounds like he has some decent NBA sources, and he was talking about how there's probably more to that DJ story in the sense of like the fact that nothing came out, and that we all kept asking the question, and we still wonder. It's like, yes, we understand his play was bad, but it wouldn't surprise me if DJ got into it with Sean Marks or even Nash, like saying you better like play me, and dude just got sat. Like you never know. And I think that's where the Nets organization is they don't air out the dirty laundry. They may come out and make a little cryptic type message where it keeps you going, okay, well you said something but you didn't quite answer it. They've been like that with injuries. They've been like that with personal players.
They keep everything really, really private. Like I said,
exactly.
It's really hard to find out
even when Kyrie was going through shit with his girl, like having their kid, pregnancy, all that, you didn't see the Nets tweeting congratulations. Like, they didn't say shit. You know,
everybody in the organization was just like, "We're waiting for Kyrie. When he's ready, he's ready." Like they didn't say anything about the situation at all. You know what I'm saying? They could have. It would have been easier.
Exactly, they could have. Yeah,
they could have.
I think it's time for last words because that Ben Simmons thing just blew him out.
Yes,
he really came in here and stand hard for Ben Simmons.
I'm really shocked that Swaggy did that, bro. Like I'm really shocked.
Swaggy had to be
one. That or hacked. No way.
That was a little wild for Swaggy.
I'm telling you, he's drunk, bro. I'm disgusted.
We gotta wrap it up. We're about to hit 3 hours almost. We gotta wrap it up.
Hey, you're right. We haven't streamed in a while. This is Julian's coming back party.
Yeah, welcome back, Julian.
Yeah, this isn't just one stream. This isn't just one stream. Somebody said it's just one stream. Like, no, I'm back like every stream now. So.
Nice.
Somebody said he only for he said it was one stream. Who said one stream?
DJ Chasm. He was like, this is the first time you've been. He said something.
He said something. This is like the first time you back that it's not like MMA.
DJ Chasm like that, bro. DJ Chasm gotta be funny. This is a long stream. Yeah, we'll be back though, y'all. Like I said, training camp is gonna be 6 days, 7 days.
It's close, bro. And October 3rd is right around the corner. I mean, it was so. It seemed like just yesterday we were talking about free agency and about how we don't have any free agents, about how we don't have a center and this and that. Yeah. Like it seemed like so close. It didn't seem like that long ago. And we're about the season is about starting.
I'll also drop a little nugget for the people that are still hanging around, like the True Nets Nation. In about a week or less, probably one of our next streams, we're gonna have Matt Brooks up, one of the Nets reporters.
My God.
Matt Brooks is going to be on the show. He's a Nets Daily. He has his own podcast, but he is going to be a guest on in the next week. And he's going to, I don't know if he's actually going to San Diego. So he's going to have a lot more insight coming up in the next week as well. So we're going to bring him on.
I do think Swaggy has a, has a burner.
That was his burner.
Durantula.
No, that was his real.
That's his
That was
name.
his real thing, bro.
No,
I can tell that was his real thing
no,
because
no.
he had the
Like,
he had the
yeah,
Harden
no,
he had the Harden
yeah.
thing.
There's another one, Durantula. That's his burner.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
Durant.
he-
Oh, you talking
he's
about
kinda-
Guy
Durant?
missed playoffs with
he's
Cavs,
not
Boston,
coming-
and Nets.
Durantula's not coming hard as Swaggy, but he's throwing him out there.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Swaggy, y'all.
R.I.P. Swaggy.
Swaggy pack.
Sad
That's
damn
crazy.
it, bro. I
Yeah, I guess
unsubscribed,
we-
bro. I had to unsubscribe, bro. Sorry, bro.
That hurt. That hurt.
Yeah, man.
No, but that
Unsubscribe.
no, Saint, I'm glad you mentioned that's crazy. AJ was really mentioning this, dude. We were trying to we were plugging him and shit, and he just came out and said some crazy shit.
He's
I know he
came
wasn't
up
like a
here
real
before,
Nets
right?
fan, but like I liked his videos
Yeah.
because he was, he had some good videos. But it's like,
Yeah, he was chill.
like I said, he was chills. But
Basically
I don't know
said
what-
that we can't win the championship. Like that's crazy to me.
But you're a Harden stan.
But
Well, that's
what's
not
funny?
speaking
But what's funny though?
He
is
said
last
Harden.
year-
He said going to the
last
Harden.
year-
He said Harden going to the Nets was weak.
But at last
He's a
year,
Harden.
He
last
drunk.
year,
I don't know.
last year, Saggy
Saggy.
he came on and did talk about how the Nets could win it all, and he didn't see people stopping us if we were healthy. So he's been on record of saying quite the opposite. And now we have a much better bench, much better setup going into this season as we did last year. And now all of a sudden he's like,
I think we're gonna be better
you guys
defensively
ain't
too, bro.
winning. Oh hell yes, we are.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
Especially
saying
with
we're
the
gonna be like
personnel
top
we got as
10.
coaches. Yeah.
He was
Like the
Swaggy was
greatest
acting
in
like
the
the
world,
Nets.
but-
We were the 30th defense. We weren't the 30th defense, bro. We weren't. Even our defense was not good last year, but we weren't like the last of the last defense in the NBA. Like we weren't.
And even if we were, we almost 3-0 the champions, bro. So
You
talking about
our
no
defense
top
was
10
never
defense has
our
ever,
defense
like,
was never
broken.
atrocious. It was never that bad. It was bad. Like there were
There
moments
were
where
games-
it
there
was
were
bad.
games-
There were
there were
games where it
games
was bad,
it
but
was
there wasn't games where I mean, it wasn't. I don't know. It
Bro,
wasn't like
it
it
was-
wasn't.
it was
ta-
bad.
It wasn't Minnesota.
It was
bad.
bad.
It wasn't
Bro, it
Minnesota.
wasn't
Timberwolves.
bad.
That
Bro,
we
that
weren't-
Washington game says otherwise, bro.
It wasn't Minnesota. It
That-
wasn't
but
Minnesota.
that
bad.
wasn't.
It was
that,
bad,
that
but
wasn't.
I don't know if it was the worst. It was like
the thing
top
was
5
that was
worst,
interior.
but-
That was an interior defensive game. That wasn't like they weren't. I mean, their threes were iffy. Their threes were all right, but they were just killing us in the paint. That's not like that's something you can fix with the people that we just added.
And honestly, in the playoffs, everything changed.
And that never
anyway,
happened.
so-
That never happened again. I mean, we had a game where the Bucks beat us. What was it like 87-83 or something? 86-83. I mean, it was close. And then you have the other game where what should we call it? I mean, we beat
Honestly,
them by 40.
I'm not even mad at the Nets being bad. Like if we're like an okay, like if we're during the regular season, if our defense is like 20 or 18, I'm not even mad at that. As long as we play defense in the playoffs, that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
all
play
our
real
problem,
defense in the playoffs.
all our
we would
problem
still
that we
probably
were
win.
really
Like,
all our focus that we were really worried about was our interior defense. We upgraded with we got 2 big guys that are able to take, obviously able to do that and have experience in the playoffs. Obviously, that I think people undervalue experience a lot because, like, obviously, like people want Claxton, and I do like that. That's cool with me. But the thing is, like that experience is gonna puts them over Claxton just cause like experience matters so insanely much. Like even with these other guys, like a lot of these centers like don't have experience like that. A lot of these other guys don't have experience, and it shows.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
the guys on our team have a lot of experience too. You got Blake. Look at how good he did in the Buck series. That's
Blake
experience.
not even playing his actual
LaMarcus.
position. He's playing center. You
LaMarcus,
have LaMarcus. You have Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap has seen the playoffs plenty of times. We have, I mean, obviously the big 3 has experience. Like all these guys have experience. All these guys have been here before. Patty Mills has an insane amount of experience. All these guys have experience.
Yeah.
If at the end of the conversation, if we are healthy, we are good. We ain't got too much to worry about.
No discussion, no debate.
Last words.
Concrete.
I'm excited, man. 6 days away. I mean, 6, 7 days away, and shit starts really. You're going to start seeing some, hopefully, video from training camp. October 3rd? What is the first preseason game?
October 3rd.
Yeah, October 3rd.
October 3rd. That's going to be nice. We're going to be here. I'm starting a 21-day vacation on October 2nd. So I will be here for all preseason, first couple games of the season. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, because we again still got 2As, still got a couple cuts coming. We got preseason coming. I mean, it's gonna be pretty fucking lit in the next week and a half. Like,
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna see a lot of it. I mean, I don't know how much stock you put in preseason games, but I do think we're gonna be pretty pleased with what we see.
Yeah. Go ahead, Drew.
I'm excited too. You know, we always have to be grateful that we even have like the big three, but now we actually have a good core as well. So, you know, I think I think it's just like we get to the finals, like just no issue. I think we waxed the Lakers, you know, but we about to see. And you know, when regular season come back around, I'm excited because you know it's gonna be last year, but just higher production, you know, more professional. I mean, look at what we doing now. Like, go back and look at the first stream that AJ did, then the first three me and him did. Then, like, as we got started to get everybody up here and now, like where we're at right now with the face cams and all that, and you got Saint, you know, orchestrating this StreamYard and all that. Like, more like we're doing like more this year. A lot of bigger things are gonna happen. I think we get an NBA player. I'm 100% sure we get one of the players on the team up here at some point this year. You know,
definitely, bro.
So
definitely.
You know, so I didn't mean to laugh on you, dude, but
what happened?
Anthony,
unsubscribe swag.
Oh God,
unsubscribe, pin that, yeah. I'm about to pin that, man.
Yeah, unsubscribe, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I forgot to tell you, Julian. Well, I'll tell you off the air what happened.
I think Saint told me, but look. Unsubscribe to Swaggy and subscribe to my brother AJ. You know, so subscribe, go follow him.
Swaggy hashtag.
All the socials down there that's scrolling past. Go ahead and hit them too. Go ahead and subscribe to them too. And the starting five is back together every stream now. So
that's right.
About to go for 70 wins this season.
Go ahead,
we're gonna have
Charles.
150-point games this year.
Yeah, so I just made a list of like a bunch of stuff I'd rather have than Ben Simmons on the team. So I'm gonna just read them all here. So
yo, these are great last words. This is a great last words, bro.
Stuff I'd rather have than Ben Simmons on the Nets. I'd rather have an expired Metro card, a burnt bacon, egg, and cheese. Yeah, a burnt bacon, egg, and cheese.
Damn.
Some old dusty scuffed Timbs.
Ulcerative colitis.
Can they be pink? Can they be the pink Timbs? The pink scuffed Timbs?
Yeah, any ugly Timbs. That's not
color?
the brothers. Yeah, I'd rather have the Pina Colada Arizona. I'd rather have Bummies. I'd rather have a Knicks jersey. I'd rather extend Joe Harris. I'd rather rehire Mike D'Antoni. I'd rather have DJ back.
He said, "Whoa, hey."
I'd rather support the Bucks. I'd rather sign for Clutch Sport.
Damn.
I'd rather swim in the Hudson and swim in Coney Island River.
Oh, that's bad because that's a dirty water right there.
But yeah, I'd rather have Cacok on the Nets.
I'd rather have diabetes. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, that's
give me diabetes with Ben Simmons.
I'd rather eat at a Chinese restaurant that got the C grade for like the health and safety.
Damn, that's bad. That cat, you gotta eat the dog.
Food poisoning. That's what that is. I agree.
I'd rather have COVID.
Yes, I'd rather when I go to a Jamaican restaurant, I just buy the big piece of ginger. I'd rather have that than Ben Simmons.
Oh my god, yo,
yeah, I'd rather have
that's
that.
terrible. You the ginger.
I'd rather get that big ass piece of ginger in my Jamaican food. Like,
you know, a small black little pea that be all fire.
The pimento seeds too.
Yeah, little
seed. I'd rather that than have Ben Simmons.
All my Jamaicans know what's up.
Yeah, I'd rather have Andre Drummond on my team than Ben Simmons.
Oh my god, yo, Rage is gonna go crazy.
But shout out to Julian finally coming back. Got upgraded from 5-on-5. He's back in the lineup now.
Yeah, he's full contact. Full contact.
President of Kyrie Nation.
Fucked up this whole season. Like, let's go. That's my last words.
Go ahead, Rage. Is Rage still there?
Yeah. Last words, good stream. Sorry I put up late. Julian is back, like we said, he is fully cleared. He is now officially back in the starting lineup. Great to have him back now. He'd be playing 48 minutes a game, like Kevin Durant. But bro, it was a good fun stream. That the fucking the swaggy thing was kind of crazy, to be honest.
That shit threw me off, bro.
That was it, but you know, obviously good conversations. I mean, it'll be even better, you know, when preseason starts. We'll obviously have something to talk about there. We'll get more people. Obviously, we'll get more heads in here. We have like 80 people in here. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, bro, it's crazy because you have one streamer, you get like 60 people. You have one streamer, you get 500. Like it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Especially when the season starts, you'll have something to go on about. Like it was so crazy. Like remember when we streamed when we had the Bucks versus, you know, obviously Bucks versus Nets. We got like 1,000 viewers one time. Like it was like the live.
12, I think it was 1,100 or 1,200. Like
it's gonna go up, bro.
And the thing is that shit still keeps going up. You put us like I said, you put us in the finals. You give us a whole year. You know how much viewership and watch time that is. That's so crazy, bro. Like imagine that. Like I'm telling you, you could get up to like 5K viewers. Like if people like get onto that YouTube wave, and we're like, because like again, like there's no other Nets channels. So,
exactly. No market.
Well, there's a lot of like there's a lot of Nets podcasts, but there's not a lot of
Nets podcasts. But it's
YouTube,
so different from it's very different from those podcast listens, because obviously they'll have the podcast listens that maybe have like, I mean, how many listens do those podcasts? Because I'm not sure, but obviously you see like we overdo them by a lot. They've just been and obviously you keep this up going from, you know, this year, and you keep it up the whole year, and you have in the playoffs, and it just keeps going up.
Facts. Facts, brother. Who's next? Saint, you went? I'm next. Yeah, shout out to the station. Shout out everybody that stayed with us for this 2 hours. If you're still with us, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711 and on Twitter at NetsKingdomAJ. Follow Saints on Twitter at SaintNet1. Thank you guys for supporting. Hit that like button. I also like to shout out my new internet. My new internet is actually better now.
Yes, sir.
New internet.
I will say this. You froze one time.
I froze one time?
For 20 seconds. That was it.
Okay.
And then you were smooth the rest of the night. So
thank you. Yeah, all right. It's better. It's better, man.
It's solid. Yeah, you're good.
So hopefully this new internet stays high speed.
The real Royal said AJ ready to get off and watch some Cacok highlights.
Oh hell no, I'm not good.
He already had to do a video on him, bro. Relax. He was just talking.
I'm telling you, if you guys want to finish the night with a fucking laugh, is go pull up. I'll pull that up right now. I'll tell you which ones to look at. But pull up Devontae.
Somebody said I use Cox internet.
Actually, my internet provider is Cox.
Wait, that's what it's called?
Yeah, Cox,
it's a real thing.
Wait, that's a real internet? That's a real internet provider?
Yeah, my mom used to wear it there, bro.
Yeah. This is the one you need.
He wasn't joking. My fault, David asked. I thought he was trolling.
Here, I'm going to share this shit right now because this is the one that you need to watch real quick. If you want to have fucking a laugh, you need to watch this channel right here.
Oh, my God.
Chris J-Man, Devontae 2021 highlights for the Lakers show. You got to watch this and you will laugh your ass off. That is the way. This is where I heard all that shit.
I didn't even remember him playing at all against us. Wow, I didn't even remember seeing him on the court.
It's the Chris J-Man is the guy that has it. That is the highlight to watch. Just listen to the fucking announcers and you'll laugh your ass off, dude. I couldn't stop. Shit is funny. All right, y'all. So we out.
Yeah, we out of here. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm out. We out.
All right, y'all.
See y'all next time.
Oh, that's